minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past and celebrate them as we fight on to declare Biafra. The spirits of those that have passed on will continue to embolden those fighting on to restore Biafra, defend it, and keep it. He say. The BDF anthem, please.
All hail the land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail the God bless the in him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail the God bless the We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for freedom. All hail our heroes. Our precious faithful, day and night, save them always. All hail Biafra.
Thank God for making us to be triumphant amongst all our foes in the Zoological Republic of the Animal Kingdom. The good guy, the Prime Minister, the Obato Obie, the light and the hope to the Biafran people, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra made all this possible. Without him in the pace, Biafran dead bodies would have been stockpiled on a daily basis. Join me as I welcome the Prime Minister to the stage as he unveils the Nigerian funeral as we go very close to the restoration of the independence of the United States of Biafra in Helsinki, in Lati, Finland, come December 2nd. Prime Minister Biafrans awaits you to speak. They were from here.
Thank you very much, Minister of Communication, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the Biafra de facto government in the Homeland. Is my voice coming out clearly?
Very well, sir.
Do we have your deputy, the deputy of Minister of Communication here with you?
Yes, he's here. You do co-host in place.
All right, I'm looking for him.
He's right up here on the speaker.
All right. I welcome every one of you this evening, fellow Biafrans, cabinet members that are listening, friends of Biafrans, and those well-wishers across the globe that are here or that will listen to this space today. This space is titled The Funeral as Restoration, Nigeria Funeral as Restoration of Independent Biafra Enters Final Stage. My fellow Biafrans, without wasting any of your time, I want you to understand that a lot of questions, a lot of concern are out there on the media, especially from Biafrans, and of course, from those one Nigerianists and the Islamic State, terrorist state of Nigeria, as confusion have entered their camp. It is very, very imperative that we come this evening to educate those who may have been misled or those who are still confused about what Biafra government is doing and how we intend to restore Biafra and become an independent state. My fellow Biafrans, today I would like to start by making references to countries that have done similar things that we are doing today. And I want you to understand one thing. What we are doing is restoration of a lost sovereign state. Biafra has been declared in 1967 as a result of injustices, as a result of killing, as a result of the dangerous diversity that the British Empire forced on us, and it didn't work out. So we look for a solution. The solution was discussed in Abori, at Abori in Ghana, and the outcome of that discussion gave birth to what is called Abori Accord. Abori Accord was truncated by the same people whose primary purpose was to conquer our land and turn everyone into Islamic State. Upon arrival from Abori, from Ghana to Nigeria, the agreement that was reached, where everybody was happy, was truncated by the same Nigeria under the leadership of Gowon. And they declared war on Biafra. So Biafra needed to defend itself by declaring the independence of Biafra under the leadership of Odomegwu Ojukwu. Just to give you a brief of how far we have come. That led to a genocidal war where Biafra fought against powerful nations of the world. At the end, there was a blockade. Our people did not die because of bullet. They died as a result of blockade through Ambazonia. Today, Ambazonia. So they used Cameroon, and a blockade was enforced, and there was no food coming into Biafra territory. Because then there was no social media. They blocked every media coverage, and nobody knew what was going on. At the end, Cameroon was compensated without the consent of the people using a place called Bakassi. Obasanjo decided that he would fulfill that agreement between Nigeria and Cameroon. So they compensated Cameroon by allowing their border to be used to enforce the blockade of Biafra. And so they gave them Bakassi as a compensation. Not knowing that in 2024, a man called Simon Ekpa will be in Finland, waiting for an opportunity to deal with Nigeria and restore this sovereign state. For the best interest of Biafra people, those survival of that genocidal war. Today it is happening. My fellow Biafrans and friends that are listening this evening, I want you to understand that the reason we are doing what we are doing today in exile is because of the terrorism of the Nigeria state. Nigeria did not and will never give us enabling environment to compete and demonstrate that the people have given them vote of no confidence. So we cannot be on ground to challenge Nigeria. So for that reason, we are in exile and governing our people from exile. We are not the first to have done that. Only different is that our own is peculiar. Because Nigeria as a terrorist state is ready to kill anyone. And especially the leaders of the so-called separatists, as they call them. They are ready to kill, jail, maim, in order to maintain one Nigeria. We have seen in the past how they have killed, maim, and imprisoned without justification other leaders of the Biafra movement. Currently, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were kidnapped from Kenya, renditioned to Nigeria, and have denied even right to his lawyers. So we that have learned from what has happened to others, we decided that we will unleash everything on Nigeria so that they too will learn the hard way. And that's what God have used many of us to do today. And we have just started. So I want you to understand the history of a country called Estonia. And what did I say? We are restoring a lost sovereign state of Biafra. And so what we are doing is not a declaration of Biafra. Declaration of Biafra has been done in 1967, recognized by many countries. And today, what we are doing is a process to restore the lost sovereign state of Biafra. I want you to underline that. We are restoring the lost sovereign state of Biafra. And what it means is that once Biafra is restored, we expect those countries that recognized Biafra in 1967 to validate their recognition. It is a process. They may take us for a ride, but at the end, it will become a reality. So, a country called Estonia, I want you to understand the difference between declaration and restoration of independent state. We are not declaring independence. Biafra has been declared. We are restoring it. Estonia restoration of independence, legally defined as the restoration of the Republic of Estonia. Estonia is a neighboring country to Finland in the Baltic countries. This country was proclaimed on the 20th of August 1991. On that day, at about 11 in the evening, the local time, the Supreme Council of the Republic of Estonia, in agreement with the Estonian Committee, the executive organ of the Congress of Estonia, declared the illegal Soviet occupation. So, in that declaration, it was concluded that Russia, Soviet Union become an illegal occupation, and an annexation of the country terminated. So, and proclaimed the full restoration of independence of Estonia. Underline the word, full restoration. What does that imply? What it means is that Estonia had enjoyed independence before becoming part of the Soviet Union. And so they decided to restore their lost sovereign state. In 1990, on March 30th, 1990, the Supreme Soviet of the Estonian SSR adopted a resolution on the state status of Estonia. The resolution declared that the Soviet occupation of 17 June 1940 did not de jure interrupt the existence of the Republic of Estonia. So which means Estonia has been in existence before the annexation in 1940. And even as that, they wake up one morning in 1990. After how many years? They say that this particular occupation by the Soviet Union did not de jure interrupt the existence of the Republic of Estonia. Even though they have occupied it for many years, they have come to realize that it did not actually interrupt their existence as a Republic of Estonia. So they wake up that day, it becomes their morning. The Supreme Soviet declared the power, the state power of the Estonian SSR illegal from the moment of its establishment, and it proclaimed the state of transitional period to full de facto independence pending the restoration of the constitutional body of the state power of the Republic of Estonia. Underline it, you can research this by yourself. When you have the time, take time and read. Read. Always do research, read, so that you can be educated, even if you don't go to school, but you know how to read. You can just go and educate yourself. When you hear me say Estonia, go and Google Estonia. Independent. So you can educate yourself. That's how things are done. Don't just listen to me and you don't understand what I'm saying, and then you go. The name of the Supreme Soviet is thereafter translated as the Supreme Council. A week later, the law or the principles of the interim order of administration of Estonia was adopted. The way I am explaining this thing today is the way some people will explain Biafra, what we did to exit Nigeria at the end of the day. It will be documented. It has already been documented as I speak. So, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that before 1940, Estonia was on their own and was annexed to the USSR, the Soviet Union. And in 1990, they wake up one day and they say, they no do again. This particular union is not working, just like Nigeria. Nigeria was amalgamated in 1990. Today, they thought they have killed everybody. They thought they have used terrorism to put fear on everybody and nobody is talking anymore. Until Simon Ekpa, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Owazurike, and the late Odumegwu Ojukwu, these people have touched where it pains the imperialists. Now, that's a brief history of Estonia. I will not go into their 1991 Soviet coup that led to all this declaration. Now let us go to another neighboring country to Estonia called Latvia. Latvia, as I am saying these names, you can go and educate yourself so that you don't just come and attack Simon Ekpa because other people are attacking me. Those who are working with Nigeria and they are the one accusing me of working with Nigeria, they have set up political party, the IPOB Nigeria Limited Criminals, and then they are saying Simon Ekpa is working for Nigeria government, but they are setting up a political party. They will come and deny it too. They will come and tell you it's a lie, it's a lie. It is not a lie. BRGIE is the one supervising it. And they have actually approached our Navy. They approached our Navy and was trying to convince our Navy that, oh, why can't, they want to send Biafra army into exile. You people can accommodate them in Bakassi so they can send them to exile. We don't know what is going on. I said to the person, Chineke Pogoko, tell that idiot, I am with you, charge. Latvia independence. Days of restoration. I want you to underline the word restoration of Latvia independence. It did not emphasize on declaration, but restoration, which means Latvia has actually existed before they joined the Soviet Union. This is a Latvian national holiday, an event being celebrated annually on every May, 4th of May. It marks like other Baltic republics because all these countries are in the Baltic. The restoration of the Latvian Republic Declaration by the Supreme Soviet of the Latvian SSR on the May 4th, 1990. This was the official declaration of the restoration of independence and the actual one that brought the international recognition. They say the actual one, which means there has been a lot of attempted declaration, there have been a lot of attempted freedom. But they say this particular May 4th of 1990 was the actual declaration of the restoration of independence that actually brought recognition to the Latvia. And I want you to Google Latvia population. Now, the reason I'm making this is just for you to underline the word restoration. And that's what Biafra government in exile and in the homeland are doing in 2024. Now, fast forward to the international law. I want us to go to the international law, what we're doing. And I would like to make reference to the Montevideo Convention. Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of State. How to recognize and what criteria you have to attain to be recognized as a state. This particular foundation the Biafra government has laid, and we have done the best than any other state has ever done. And I want you people to understand that when we are doing this, they will say, oh, Wazirike made a passport. Under which structure? Under which constitution? Under which instrument? Under which platform? Where is the structure of government of Wazirike? Where is the structure? Where is the government that Wazirike is releasing? Because that's what they do. They say, oh, Wazirike have done it. He released passport. He released a number plate. We are not doing the same. Now, you can print passport. You can print passport. You can print ID card. You can print a number plate. It doesn't make you a nation. It does not qualify you to be recognized under Montevideo Convention. Now, let me tell you what is different between us and Wazirike and the IPOB Nigeria that never fought for Biafra other than political pressure group. Until today, the difference is that we took our time to institute the internationally recognized way to be recognized as a state. Montevideo Convention, Article 1. Article 1 of the Montevideo Convention states, the state as a person of international law should possess the following qualifications. A, permanent population. I want you to now check every other group that has ever fought for Biafra. Have they ever defined the population of Biafra? 1. Article 1 of the Montevideo Convention under international law to be recognized as a state. Article 1 states that the qualification for you to be recognized as a state, you must possess a permanent population. Biafra government have done that through the registration of database and the self-referendum that is still ongoing. We have been able to debunk the lies of our population. Can imagine where over 50 million has already voted. How many are we? How many are we? You can't tell how many Biafrans are in Nigeria. Everything is estimation, including the population of Nigeria. Nobody knows. It's estimated to 100 million, estimated to 30 million, estimated every year. They will estimate. That is not exact because there is no data. Biafra government in exile and the homeland has attempted to prove the data of Biafra. And today we have something very, very tangible and fact. Now, B, a defined territory. For you to be recognized as a state, you must have a defined territory. And I want to put it to you since 1976, 1967 to 70, to 76 to 83, to until 1999, that the resurgence of Biafra struggle under Wazirike, nobody has ever brought up map of Biafra, a defined map of Biafra. a defined territory of Biafra until this government of Biafra of today, under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, we have defined our territory, and we will have 40 United States of Biafra, well designed and explained. What did I say last?
Well defined and explained.
Okay, so thank you very much. So we have well-defined and explained territory, and it is called the 40 United States of Biafra. Map has been presented to everywhere internationally. Now, if you do not have these things in place, what are you printing passport for? What are you printing number plate for? So when you see them say, Wazirike did it, we are different. Have you seen the different? Under what platform, under which institution will anybody print passport without meeting this criteria under international law? I'm telling you, international law, not law of Africa. Now, number C, a government, for you to be recognized under international law as a state, you must have a government. That is number C under Article 1. Today, Biafra is not an organization. It's not IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, registered in London. We are a government in exile. We have also a de facto government in the homeland for easy transition of government as soon as recognition starts coming. We have put everything in place. I want you to understand what we are doing, because you people don't know what we are doing. So today, I will give you a little bit tip of the iceberg. Number D, under Article 1, I'm still on Article 1, capacity to enter into relation with other states. As Owazurike Mosob, do they have capacity to enter into any relation as a state? Under IPOB, Nigeria Limited, whenever fighting for Biafra, do they have the capacity to enter into a relation for any government to recognize them? The answer is no. But today, we are in government, and that's why we can discuss with Congress. And that's why we can boldly present ourselves to any government in the world as a government in exile. And under the Montevideo Convention, I want you to educate. Don't just listen to me. Go and educate yourself. Under Montevideo Convention, I am still in Article 1. Article 1 has A, B, C, D. And I am now explaining the D. The D says that you, as a state, must demonstrate that you have a capacity to enter into relation with other states. That's what Biafra government has demonstrated by opening liaison offices all over the world. Not only that, representing Biafra people, coming to their aid whenever the need arises, and again, unveiling and defending Biafra land using the Biafra Defense Forces. Under the Biafra Defense Forces, you have Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, Biafra Navy, and what have you. Many more. Police is coming. That is the difference between us and every other Biafra group that has ever made any noise anywhere. So when they tell you Simon Ekpa is unveiling national ID card, Wazirika have done it, tell them the difference. When they tell you, oh, Simon Ekpa want to launch a passport, Wazirika did it, this is what, tell them the difference. The difference is that we are in a government, and under international law, ours are recognized. Wazirika is not a government. Wazirika is just an organization who don't know what he was doing. He has no structure. He has no institution of the government in place. He has nothing. So he was just shouting Biafra, Biafra, and he used it to make fortune under Nigeria state. And you can see that yourself. I'm not here to attack him. He has done a very good job, because it is through his platform that Mazinam can come on board. It is through that platform that the Biafra government is here. So it is a betting, a race, a relay race you run and give, and now we're in the final leg, and I'm going to be the final one. I will hand over freedom to Biafra people. Now, let us go to Article 2 of the Montevideo Convention. The federal state shall constitute a sole person in the eye of international law. This is what we have done. Perfectly perfecto, without no mistake. I am still in the Montevideo Convention. The political existence on Article 3, the political existence of the state is independent of recognition by other states. Even before recognition, the state has the right to define its integrity and independence, to provide for its conservation and prosperity, and consequently to organize itself as it sees fit, to legislate upon its interests, administers its services, and to define the jurisdiction and the competence of its courts. The existence of this right has no other limitation than the exercise of the right of other states in accordance with international law. I want you to understand that exactly what the Biafra government have done perfectly well, because we come with template. We did not just come to make noise. We did not just come to do try and lock. I told you people, it is not about this Montevideo Convention that but I'm just telling you, I just want you to understand, it is beyond this. It is beyond this. And that's why nobody knows what is hitting Nigeria today, including Nigeria themselves. Because I came to this struggle or liberation prepared. Now, I want us to go to Article 6 of the Montevideo Convention. And so that when you are talking as somebody supporting the Biafra government, you will talk like a sensible person. That we are never the same with everything they have seen in the past. Number 6, Article 6 of the Montevideo Convention says, the recognition of a state merely signifies that the state which recognizes it accepts the personality of the other with all the rights and duties determined by international law. Recognition is unconditional and irrevocable. I want you to understand that with this particular article, those who have recognized Biafra of 1967, it is still valid, because this law says recognition is what? Irrevocable. It is us, our conduct, that will now convince them to continue the recognition of Biafra after 2024, December 2nd. They say that this recognition is unconditional and under international law and irrevocable. So you cannot take your recognition back. Biafra government have started a process for this recognition to continue. We have been able to delegitimize Nigeria, which the process is going to take a very long time. It is still ongoing. The sit at home is part of the delegitimization of Nigeria. When they tell you that people are suffering in Biafra, you think that they actually care because people are suffering? The answer is no. They don't care shit about you. Sorry about my language. They don't care. These people don't care if you die. How many people have died in northern Nigeria? Do they care? Are they not human beings? Are they not Nigerians again? Do you see them showing any concern? The answer is no. They share concern in the southeast. Oh, people are dying for sit at home. No! They actually understand the consequences of the sit at home as a vote of no confidence and as a loss of territory and legitimacy to the Biafra people. That's what they are shouting about. Not because of you. The people that they threaten to lock your shop if you don't open, does that show care? So what sense does it make? If you did not open your shop, we are going to lock it. So is that how to show you love? That you must open your shop, otherwise they are going to lock it. They are actually threatening you, doing the thing they are accusing Biafra of doing. So if you do not open your shop, we are going to lock it. And if you open one and you do not open, they will lock it for 1 month. You will never, they will see your shop forever and you will not sell again. Does that show you that they actually love you? So if somebody who actually cared that you are not going to shop to make money, Is it by locking it up if you don't go? The answer is no, because they never care. They only care about restoring this particular integrity they have lost to Biafra government. That's all. Let us look at number 10, Article 10 of the Montevideo Convention. Article 10 says, the primary interest of state is the conservation of peace. Differences of any nature which arises between them should be settled by recognized specific method. This is what Biafra government has done, and we are bringing this to the table by making sure we recognize any differences that arise between us, and we settle it by a recognized specific method. Now tell me, what differences has Nigeria solved in the past 100 years? Nothing. They fuel ethnic differences, they fuel anarchy, animosity, they fuel ethnic cleansing, they sponsor terrorism, jihad against Christians, we Christians. They kill us, they burn our villages, kill our women and children, and they have never ever settled any differences of any kind. We are bringing a solution to that under Biafra government. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand that in this convention, we are going to unveil a lot of things in order to solidify the Biafra government. We will do wonders, including the unveiling of the Biafra currency, Ejema. Ejema will be unveiled. The constitution amended will be unveiled, voted for and adopted in Finland. And why this is happening in Finland is because of the terrorist state of Nigeria that will never give us the enabling environment to challenge them in our homeland. So we challenge them from exile. And from exile, we will begin to fight for the recognition of Biafra using every international instrument available to us. And that particular international instrument available to us is not limited to our lobbying different groups, state, government, policy makers, decision makers, government officials, from the State Department to Congress to American Intelligence Agency, to all of them, because once they follow us, others follow them. The secret you don't know is what I didn't tell you. My fellow Biafrans, in Finland, everything will happen. And today, we've had everything that is needed to make this a reality. So I've just come this evening to let you understand the difference between us and them. And like I said, many propaganda will come. Stand firm. Stand firm. Do not panic. Do not move an inch, for the time to go home has come. The restoration of Biafra will be declared, it will be defended, and at the end of the day, those who believe in what we are doing, who believe in humanity, will recognize us, and at the long run, the shame will be upon the enemy. I will leave it here so I can entertain questions. And the media team, the Minister of Information and the Deputy, over to you from here. Thank you.
Mr. Jerry, over to you.
Oh, thank you, my able senior information minister, and we appreciate you, our PM. Thank you so much, His Excellency. Please, fellow Biafrans, as you have all listened to the PM, you will now agree that Nigeria has expiring date.
Mr. Jerry, we can't hear you from here. Greetings to all Biafrans. As you pick the mic, please go straight to the point. Minister Jerry, if you have network issue, you can come down and then come up again.
Okay, I'll do that, Trustee.
Yes, we give the mic to Minister Success. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans, whether you are listening or spacing from across the entirety of the globe. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you. For you not to have given yourself to these idiots who seek to devour the flesh of Biafrans using some instruments of Nigerian states. In 2022, during the campaign, they used Peter Obi, and eventually we countered them and declared no election in Biafran territory. And out of 25 million registered votes, they could not boast of 3 million votes, even with the rigging. So now they have found a new job. They are advertising an online job, advertising online job, and the obedience who failed P2B are hanging on onto those jobs that we're going to sink them in no distance time. So hang on with our prime minister, hang on with the government, hang on with every of our laid down principles. It is Biafra or Biafra. There is nothing else. There is no option other than this. So thank you and welcome. Prime Minister, good evening, sir. And I want to emphasize on Article 3 of this very convention, this Montevideo Convention. Article 3. He said the political existence of the states is independent of recognition by other states. Full stop. The political existence of the states is independent of recognition by other states. It means that whether other states recognize you or not, let us continue so that I can finish what I want to say. Even before recognition, the state has the right to defend its integrity and independence, to provide for itself conversation and prosperity, and consequently to recognize itself as it seems fit. When PM said there's going to be a declaration of a declaration of a restored independent state of Biafra in Latvian, Finland, people are making jest, people are laughing, which kind of independence, who is going to recognize? The Article 3 said the political existence of the state is independent, not it depends, is independent of recognition by other states. Even before recognition from other states, the state has the right to defend its integrity and independence, to provide for its conversation and prosperity, and consequently to organize itself as it seems fit, to legislate upon its interests, administrate its services, to defend the jurisdictions and competence of its courts. The existence of this right has no other limitation than the exercise of the right of other states according to the international law. So please, I would want every learned Biafrans to go and download the PDF of this video convention. It is very, very important. There's going to be a lot of arguments rise after December 2nd, and we're going to use this agreement to stop them, this very convention to stop them. So PM, I want to only say one thing this evening, and that thing is Ojukwu was pressurized to give up on Biafra because they knew United States of America is about to recognize Biafra. To wade into the afflictions of Biafra, they pressurized Ojukwu using this present obedience and make Ojukwu to flee out of Biafra and then postpone the Biafran independence. As you are, I know you are Nkume, Simon. You must resist the urge to give up. We must see the end of this very thing. America is about to wade into Biafran issue. I read from the news this evening that Joe Biden called that drug baron, and they were celebrating it. It shows the level of damage we have done. That even Any threat from anywhere can call them and they'll put it in their news. They should wait. After November 5th, Nigeria will go back to its humble state and Biafra will rise. So, fellow Biafrans, disregard these idiots doing one thing or the other to distract, say they are exposing. They are not exposing, they have nothing to expose. We are whiter than white and whiter than snow. In every case, in everywhere. So be strong. November is just few days to come and December is here. We are going to restore our independence. And the part of it is irreversible, regardless of what we meet on the road. Thank you very much, PM. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Associates, for that. And I like what you said. You
Hello,
said
dear
that,
friends. Good evening.
please, can this person hold on?
It
I'm
is
talking,
my
please. Can
esteemed
you hear
pleasure to
me?
speak to the platform this evening.
Are you people hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you. Protagonist, can you hold on until you're given the mic? PM, right on, please.
All right. So, Associates said that Ojukwu fled to exile before. Actually, that's a fact. He fled, and that's where I am now to continue until he is back. He's coming back with Biafra and as an independent and recognized state. I will be here to finish the job. I will be here, Biafra will be recognized. I will be here and set up a government in Biafra land. I will be here, there will be a transitional government in Biafra land before I come back. So, anybody that is, thinking twice about me, I've not started. If it is, if the juju they want to do, I will do times 3. So, whatever juju they can do. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. The protagonist that wanted to take the mic before now. Over to you now.
Hello, great dear friends. Good evening.
Oh my
It is my
God!
esteemed pleasure.
Yeah!
The protagonist that wanted.
Hello, good evening. Hello,
Yes, right on, protagonist.
good
We can
evening,
hear you.
great dear
We can hear
friends.
you right on.
Hello, am I coming?
Yeah.
Am
We
I
can
coming
hear
out?
you right on. We can hear you
Yeah,
right
it
on,
is
right
my
on.
esteemed. Yeah, it is my esteemed pleasure to speak to this hallowed gathering of the greatest of the great Indians of being in our space to request them to speak. I've always listened, always tried to write a lot of things on a personal level. And I must say, as a matter of fact, that our PM is on a top gear. He's doing the excellent job. Our people back home are very happy. People back home forget about this the Twitter handout receivers who come online to, there's a lot of hunger in Nigeria. There's a lot of hunger, and people will take up anything. People will take up the most minute of thoughts to speak. They would like to express and say anything you tell them to do because of the peanut and handout you give to them. Because there's a hunger in Nigeria right now, and we can do a lot of shit, both sabotage. And I must say, as a matter of fact, that everything our PM is doing, the people are receiving it with great gratitude. The people are happy, and the people are saying thank him. Although the people are passing through a lot of difficulties, because freedom does not come without sacrifices. I know I'm coming out clear. Freedom does not come without sacrifices. Freedom and people are not really comfortable. He said a lot of wrong things about the PM, but the fact is they are willing to go the extra mile to ensure that he succeeds this time around. That's the fact. People are willing to do the extra miles to ensure that he succeeds. So the fact is, whatever it is our PM is doing, he must do so with utmost carefulness. He must ensure that he doesn't make any mistake. Our people are watching and praying fervently to ensure that this comes to a fruition. Thank you. I'm okay for now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, protagonist. Adande Mbonande Gede. Are you there? Honorable Adande Mbonande Gede, are you there? Okay, we go to David Nana. Over to you.
Thank you so much, my Honorable Minister of Information and Deputy Minister of Information as well. Obatobie, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic Government in exile. I want to appreciate you once again for coming today to speak to Biafrans as well and allay their fears. I must confess, Obatobie, you are half human, half spirit. And you demonstrated that when you tweeted some time ago that you are an Agbara. And today as well, you said for the latecomers, you brought out your photo that was taken when you are even still a baby, when you don't know whether Biafra is coming or not. And it's titled, for the latecomers, The Midget. I want to appreciate you for what you are doing and what you have done for the Biafran people. Our PM, you have dotted all the dots. I have crossed all the T's. We have a government. We have the military to back it up. We have our map and a defined population. This restoration of the independent state of Biafra, you said, will be binding on the countries that have recognized Biafra when it was first declared. And I want to ask you, sir, should there be delay on other countries when Biafra is redeclared, when Biafra is restored? Can we still be using the documents of Biafra within these countries that have recognized Biafra before, and this declaration is pending on, depending when others come on board? That's my first question, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a process. It's a process that must be followed. First of all, we are unveiling the Biafra national ID card during the convention. We are also going to unveil the Biafra international passport. It's a step that must be taken. So during the convention, this particular two important documents will be unveiled and issued. I mean, not just unveiling, but people will collect their national ID card. That's our target and our aim. And that national ID card met the European standard. I know you know what I mean by European standard. It has the exact feature of the European issued ID card. That's number one. Number two, our passport also is European standard passport that give access to certain things that I will not say here, but just for you to know the level we have gone to secure, to make sure the integrity of the Biafra government is set in a very high standard. Then, after that, the document that will be generated from this convention will then be used to seek for the recognition of the Biafra government. So this document will be sent to those countries that have recognized Biafra before. So it's left for them to accept and reopen diplomatic ties with Biafra, or wait and continue to do stronghead while we pursue other new recognition from other states. Once we get to one, only one, the case is closed, and we're going to get that one. So what the question you asked is whether you continue to use the document. You will have the Biafra passport. The specimen will be given in Finland first, while the Biafra national ID card will be also given in Finland. So that passport will be given as a specimen that will show the features and security features of the passport, which will meet international standard. Not just all this nonsense they use in Africa. I mean, I said European standard, because the security company that is involved is a well-known security printing company in Europe. And them getting involved means a lot to us. Thank you. That's all I can say on that.
Okay, thank you, sir Batobie. Then my second question and the last question will be, recently, as always, you set the internet on fire. by the response to the photoshopped tweet and the response that followed, also which propelled Biafra to another pedestal in this struggle. I want you to make comment on certain things I'm going to point out here. You also sent the Jezebel to the dustbin when you talked about the CCTV, and up till now, no comment has been made about Simon Ekpa, the midget. You talked also about, which you posted 2 days ago, if not today, the co-founder of Eastern Security Network. I don't know why you are bringing this. You have a reason for also. You said something about the Biafran land coordinator that disobeyed our leader, and you warned him against fighting against our freedom. And he was also killed recently. And the only tweet you made about was that those who have the machine, the cars, can enjoy their Christmas with it. Obatobie, you also made mention of IPOB political wing. You gave us updates about these things. My Prime Minister, I want to ask you, sir, what do you intend to achieve by this outside distracting these enemies of Biafra? And my question should be, should our leader be released after all this that you have posted and what you have been doing for Biafra up to today? Do you still stand on the, on the condition that you give to them that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be brought to Finland? Or when he's taken to Kenya, are you going to accept that? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for that question. I want everyone to understand that the primary purpose of kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the lily-livered followers then to turn the agitation to agitation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release. That is number one purpose of the Nigerian government. They want to change the agitation to now Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release agitation instead of Biafra. And I made that particular comment from the beginning that that is not going to happen. Now, first of all, I will make sure that the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu become useless. And also that it will be the most expensive thing the Nigerian state have done today. Is it not the most expensive? They lose billions of dollars to our seat at home as a result of that. So it has become very expensive. I also said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be released and brought to Finland. I stand on that. But what we are not going to do is to turn the agitation to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release agitation. That's what they want to do. And many idiots, Nigeria political pressure group called IPOB, it's not like they fall for it because that's exactly who they are. So they want to, some of them who don't even know what is going on, they will come and start attacking Simon Ekpa. We want to declare Biafra. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still there. That's exactly what they want them to be doing. You want to declare Biafra, you can imagine. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped, and for that reason, if we have the opportunity to declare Biafra, we should not declare it to wait. That's what Nigeria government want them to do. And the people that are doing this thing doesn't even know what they are doing. So they want you to wait. Let them release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu so he declares Biafra. Then they will never release him for the next 5 years. And wait till so now the release now will depend on when Biafra will be declared. Okay, now let us keep him there. That's exactly what they want to do. So if you fall for that trap, they will now say, okay, for that reason now they will not release him. But when they come to understand that even with this kidnapping, Biafra is being declared, it means that every money they spent going to Kenya to kidnap him is a waste. And they will have no choice than to let him go. That's the point. So on the issue of CCTV, I don't talk without evidence. I have many evidence against this Akuna. And she knows that. Immediately I mentioned the CCTV, they went and started threatening the hotels, the hotel managers. Did you send any CCTV? They were threatening them. And that was why I came on. Immediately, because there is nothing that is going on, I don't know. That was why I came to warn them. If any manager of hotel in Abuja got missing, we know who to hold us. They know what I'm saying. But of course, their foolish followers don't know. But the people I'm talking to know who know themselves. So that's why it looks like they know that I am mad. Like I'm the guy to say, if only him, they will say, oh, this man is lying. But if they have many people like Simon Ekpa, they will know that all of us are mad. He said it. Everybody listening to it. So, you know, you asked a lot of questions. You made mention of a lot of things, so which I don't remember. But this is what I could deduce from what you said. So, if there are one I did not address, can you mention them so I can address them?
Yes, I mean you posted about you reminded everybody about the co-founder of the
All right.
Eastern Security Network.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I posted Mbochi Oya Kogwea was the founder, not just the co-founder. He was the founder of the defunct Eastern Security Network, and I've shared that story before. And those who were close to them, who were close to them in those days, knows what I'm talking about. Mbochi, when Mazen Amikan was kidnapped, they were killing every ESN commander. Ejiofor was masterminding it. Madubugo was with Ejiofor masterminding the killing of the ESN commanders then. It will also interest you that the day Ejiofor house was attacked, Madubugo was in the house of Ejiofor. I was on the phone with them. I was on the phone with Ejiofor, and I was on the phone with Madubugo inside Ejiofor's house when they came to kill the tall commander. What is his name again, Success?
Gentle.
Gentle is from Ebonyi State. When they came to kill Gentle, Madubugo, they pushed Gentle outside. They locked themselves inside the house. Ejiofor was inside the house. Madubugo was inside the house. And I was on the phone with them. Then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was still free. I was on the phone with them till that operation was over. And if you remember, I was the one that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ordered to go and make broadcast. And I gave order that every road leading to that Orifte should be blocked. That was actually the reason they left, because they don't know what was going on. So I want you to go back to the broadcast then. I was the one who came online that night to make a broadcast on the order of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I made a broadcast and commanded all the Eastern Security Network.
It was in the midnight after 12. After 12. After 12 that night. It was in the midnight. And not only Jason that died. One other commander from Abia State.
Yes.
2 of them died. That very day.
They burned them. Now let me share, because I have not shared the details of this whole thing that day. So I was there. Nobody know what was going on. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu don't know what was going on. But this Madubugu and Ejiofor knows exactly what was going on. We were actually very sympathetic. I was panicking. Because then we know my Madubugu is a ESN commander. If they kill him now, what is going to happen? And so my fear was that nothing should happen to that Madubugu. I was on the phone, live. The only thing they did not do is to turn the phone to show me what is happening outside. I was on the phone until they told me that the people have left. Oh my God. So after this, they invited, and they told me that day that they were going for a meeting. They had another meeting. They were going for another meeting. Ejiofor and this Madubugu. A meeting of how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be kidnapped from Kenya. Now, that early morning of that day, they were supposed to, if you listen to Ejiofor, he said they want to go to a meeting. He did not tell you who was in the house with him. Ejiofor brought them, and specifically to kill that guy and the other person. So, if you remember that Ejiofor said after that, they released his brother, and he came back, but that guy was burned inside the car. Ejiofor still went ahead to go for that meeting. They did not attack him. You can imagine somebody that DSS come to kill still went out and drive over checkpoint and went to a meeting and still come back, and they did not attack him. They did not take him. But in the night they came. Madubugo was with him. They went to that meeting. Now, after that meeting, that was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, they continued to kill commanders. This man, I posted his video today. They invited him to Madubugo house in Ihiala. Many people told this man not to go because a lot of people were getting some kind of feelings that everything is not all right. And so there is one surviving person inside the car when this man was killed. I'm in contact with him. One of the ESM members who survived the attack inside the car where this man I posted his video today was killed. I communicate with him every day, including today. He survived. They told this man not to go to Madubugo house. Ejiofor and this man, they went to Madubugo house with different cars. After eating with many commanders of ESN inside the car, inside the jeep. One time I posted the jeep. I think it was either green Jeep Prado or something like that. They went to Madubugo house. Madubugo cooked food for this man, and while the man was leaving, he gave him chicken. That chicken was still on the ground, on the floor, where the lifeless body of this man was lying. The chicken was there. I also shared the picture of the chicken. Madubugo gave this man the chicken, and when they were leaving, he told the man and the ESN commanders to drive right. Why did Ejiofor drive left? Immediately they drive that right. They did not drive up to 100 meters. Armor tank, Nigeria terrorist armor tank army, open fire on them. They use that armor tank to crush them. They shoot them pieces. 4 commanders died instantly in that attack. This guy I'm talking about escaped. Of course, they will not know. So he is called Mbocho Yokowa. He's the founder of the ESM. And they did not tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor was going there. He didn't tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that this man has been killed. So I posted it for people who understand and who know this man and still with them to see that I know a lot that they don't know. So, and I know that those who are still with them, their heart will be judging them after watching that video. That's why I posted the video. None of these big commanders in the front have this video. I have it. And of course, many of them will know the day that video was taken. But that is a story for another day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PM. We go to Chisoba.
My PM.
Yes.
Please, if you can touch on the greatest exposition you made about the man who disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's orders, and you warned him to desist.
No,
otherwise, those people he's working for.
We have gone beyond this level, please. Let's move on.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Chisoba Chuku, over to you. Chisoba Chuku, are you there? Ifeanyi Chuku, are you there? Over to you.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening. Can you hear me? Am I coming out clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, Honorable Minister of Information. Good evening, my Honorable Prime Minister, the enigma of our time, Obato Obiewan of Biafra land. Good evening. I'm greeting you from Homeland. Thank you, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, I have one question for you, and I've been thinking about it for quite a while now. I want to ask, we all know, and we are all prepared and waiting for the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra. I want to ask if people in the homeland, when we will be, be registered to get our ID cards in the homeland.
The registration for ID card in the homeland will start, and when it starts, I will let people know. We need to make sure we eradicate Nigeria first. we will make sure that we decimate every presence of Nigeria terrorist state in our land to be able to create enable environment for you people to participate in the registration before that will start. So, and you know what that means? It means that we'll make sure there is no Nigeria police station, there is no Nigeria army barrack, there is no. So this is going to take a lot of time to do, depending on the resources we have. So it is not something that is going to take place immediately. The document we are going to generate from the convention is the document we are going to use to start seeking the recognition of Biafra independence. We have met every requirement. We will have government in the homeland. We have our map. We have our police. We have our army. As a matter of fact, police is on the way. So you have to wait. This ID card and the passport is going to be for people in diaspora from the beginning. And then by the time we are able to chase the, like, we have started from the judiciary. The judiciary will be evicted. We will institute our own judiciary. It's a process that you don't know, just watch and see. So you follow the template we are following. When the time comes for you to start applying for national ID card, it is going to be a digital national ID card. It's not the kind of ID card you just go and walk into a place and no. You are going to be taking fingerprint. You are going to be taking picture, and the picture will be your picture will be recorded through a Jumio platform. So it's not something that you are going to forge at the end of the day. And our passport is going to be European standard e-passport, which will give us access to certain security features. So just wait and see. You are going to be informed when the time for the people in the homeland to apply. But before that time, we will make sure there is no single policeman under Nigeria will be in Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. I'm glad I understand your answers clearly. I also want to thank you very much, because we that are in the homeland are the ones that have been feeling the impact of Biafra government and exile is enormous. Your works and doings are showing, is everywhere. People are confirming it. So I want to personally thank you very much for this. For the place I am, I'm in Aba State, Biafra land. So here, the security is top notch. PM is top notch. You are doing the wonderfully best you can, and with the little resources you have, in fact, you've done what nobody has ever done since Biafra ever has emerged. In fact, what you've done is enough for us, and I thank you very much, Prime Minister. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, and I like the picture you have there. Alhaji Shinkafi Ekpa.
Yeah, we move. Go to Benchuk.
Airport.
Over to you. Benchuk, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Albert here. Yeah, you are really, really on spot. On that very evening you are making this exposition, I was following you when the incident was happening at a Joffa place. You are really, really on spot. My question tonight to you, our PM, is I had information that they're about to test a little bit water of what happened in the last war to our Biafrans in taxing some money from Biafran people through their accounts. Will there be any policy or condition?
There is no policy. People should be asking some, a very good question. There is nothing policy. Don't go and start giving a leading question to people to start doing nonsense against our people. Whatever they want to bring, let them bring it. Ask questions concerning the liberation of Biafra, not what Nigeria plan to do or whatever. We don't care. Let them bring it on. We know how to deal with them. Thank you.
Okay. I yield my mic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable 555 Vision. Over to you. Your hand is up.
Yeah, thank you so much, my Honorable, the Minister of Information, the Deputy, Vam. We greet you so much, His Excellency, the United States of Biafra, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. May God Almighty continue to bless you. The Prime Minister has made the life of the Biafrans, the life of the Igbos, to regain value. I mean, to regain value. When terrorists kill our people, It's just like where they kill fowl and where they kill goat. Nobody give value. But today, anybody who touch the life of the Biafrans, the consequence must to follow it. So now, I want to ask one question or suggestion concerning the Finland Convention and the registration that will be manually made. If there will be an online registration for those people that may not be able to make it to Finland because of one reason and another. That's what I want to ask. If some other people may know.
When that time comes, we'll make it open if there is anything like that. For now, we will continue with the registration. We don't want to discourage people who want to come because you want to bring in something that will make them to relax and participate. So for now, it is you have to come to Finland for the convention. And of course, we still have few space left. Actually, the space is closing. So, but those who will not come, we will announce we will announce how they can be part of it. At least, believe me, like last year we have it live, so it can be still the same live. People can watch it live. The media team, our media teams are coming there. The entire media team are coming. I don't know if you are coming or not. 555.
Yeah, I'm there.
So you people are going to, stream it live and all that. So the thing is that everybody remember that last year when we were having this convention. We are talking about self-referendum. It was like a joke, right?
Yeah.
Today, look at where
it's a reality.
It's a reality. We told them we are going to have the convention of 2023 was to level the ground and put every structure in place for Biafra self-referendum. Then we are saying it was a lie. Yeah, how can you do self-referendum? It is happening. All right. So and let me give them a hint.
Yeah.
Let me give them a hint that we are going to have prominent people in this convention that will shock Nigeria, including those who have worked for them, including big, white people, decision makers who have worked for Nigeria. They will be in this convention to speak for the Biafra because they see that Biafra has become the only solution. Nigeria has failed. And Biafra will restore stability in the entire Sahel region. Coming of Biafra will end piracy in the high sea, which have disturbed and made international trade, very, very difficult. The coming of Biafra will put an end. So who will not support that? We have a template that is working. We have brought a global solution when it comes to the trade and businesses in the West Africa. We are bringing solution to the table. And so every responsible and reasonable person in any government in the world should buy the idea of Biafra. That is the only solution. And if you don't give us Biafra, come and do your business, let us see now. Come and exploit oil. Because the time is coming when no single drop of oil will leave Biafra land. Thank you.
You are blessed.
You think we are going to continue like this? We are coming. We are coming with more sophisticated measures. People don't know what it is. At a point, if they don't accept Biafra, no single drop of anything will leave our land. We are getting there. Sophisticated weapons will come. Thank you.
Yes, Jaja God, over to you. It's your time.
Thank you so much, my own Prime Minister. I salute you from here. Mmejiri Buago, ndị ilo si na ọ dịrọ nkọ, mana ha nchekwetago na ọ dị nkọ. Nwamgbe eji ọgụ, ịma na oge gwalụfa nwe na brokers ada anyị nwaanyị ijelu. Ịsụ nyawu language ha ghọtaghị ya. Ịgwalụfa na iwu nwamgbe eji ọgụ echi mgbọrọ n'isi onye ọdọ. They did not understand it.
They will never understand it until Biafra come.
They will never understand. Asị dintachi ya nụ ma enweghị onye mgbachido nyawu nkụkụ narụ n'efu. Aja wele ogwu alụlụ emeghị nchịkọ melu diji alụ n'ife ọkọlụ n'ubi. aja wele wele onye zere ibu mbụ n'obi Simon Ekpa na ozi ekene ka m jiri bịa aja wele wele.
Okay, I can't hear him again. Oh, is it
Axio.
the network?
Maka na asị na ife agba n'aka na-ejighị ugegbe n'ihe gaa n'iru ife niile ị na-eme. Dalo, my Minister of Information, I salute you and the Deputy. I throw my greetings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaja Godson. We go to Rage Fury. Over to you.
And sorry, there is something that David Nana mentioned, which I just remember. Now he mentioned about the post that is putting internet on fire about Konjiwala and all that. So let me make it very clear here. The point is that I never ever tweeted anything about Ngozi Konjiwala. Everybody knows that. They photoshopped it, and if you look at that image, you will see that there are lines. You know, Honorable Sonny, I want people to post it on the highlight. If you go and click on it, you are going to see lines. Some lines. So you will see that they just copied, they cut the tweet and then paste it on my page, on my name and all that. So I never tweeted anything like that. But when I saw it, it is only a stupid person that will go and start debunking it, because what they want to do is to drag me into debunking and debunking. I don't have that time. I have meetings, I have 20 meetings every day. 20 meetings every day. Sometimes I will have meeting up that the meeting will be overlapping. So I don't have time. And at the same time, I will be in the meeting, I will be tweeting. Most of the tweets you see me doing is when I'm in the meeting. Like if you have noticed, I will be like in this fundraising or in America town hall or any town hall, you will see me tweeting. So I tweet when I'm in the meeting. I don't have time to start debunking. So I don't want to let it be, okay, now they have dragged me out. Let me come and debunk. Before you know it, they will do another one. I'll come and debunk. I don't have that time. So when I saw that particular photoshopping, I don't want to validate it. I decided to keep quiet and pretend I didn't see it because they are looking for my attention. But I was surprised that Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala could not do verification and use her media team or whatever, if she have any, to know whether I actually tweeted that or whether such thing is worth responding to. But as God have it, as God have it, God blinded her and confused her and her team. And then she tweeted and debunking it. He didn't know that she promoted the government of Biafra. And everybody knows that. So I never tweeted anything like that. And most of them will say, why you did not debunk it before she come? Because I don't want to validate the stupidity of the people that did it. So if Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala could come that low to start debunking such thing, then I have to respond to her. That's what I did. So, and I believe that everybody can now judge and see that she have actually promoted Biafra. And when you go to her page, you find out that nobody is interested in whatever she's doing. Nobody is interested, because whatever her position is not affecting anybody positively in Africa in any way, especially in Biafra land or even in Nigeria as a whole. So nobody is interested in what she's tweeting. But immediately she tweeted that thing. That is the highest thing she have gone. She have the highest traffic she have got in her entire life on Twitter and presently X. 2.something million. Go and check her tweet. No traffic. Nobody is interested in what she's posting. But because Simon Ekpa, and the only reason she debunked it is because Simon Ekpa name was used. If somebody else, if this criminal's name was used, you think that would call her attention? No, it's because of the name Simon Ekpa. I've an charge of more. So everything that is not pure, once that name is attached to you, you will be running her tasketer. That's what happened to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. But she's still our sister. There.
There were PM. Rage and Fury, over to you. Are you there? Rage and Fury, are you speaking? I can't hear you. Can anyone hear Rage and Fury? I can't hear him.
He's not talking. We can't hear him.
Okay, we go to Douglas. Douglas Uche Okorafor, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mazi Sani, the media team. Thank you, my leader. Yes, I just want to chip in something. That is the photo shot. The photo shot was done by Yoruba called Olaniyi. He's living in the United Kingdom. So he was the one that arranged it in collaboration with the Fulanis and the corrupt politician in Biafra land. So he was the one that did the photo shots before he converted his name to BC. Actually, it's not in the BC. It's Olaniyi. He's a Yoruba guy. So our people must understand we have a lot of enemies on ground. So when this kind of thing happen, you need to do research before you comment. So I thank you, my leader, my media team. I thank everybody.
Thank you, Douglas. They should continue because, like the Prime Minister said, every negative attempt you want to make against the Biafran government will end up becoming a positive awareness. We go to Chukuma Eze. Over to you.
And there, well, greetings, my honorable PM. I want to appreciate you for what you are doing. Thank you so much. I can say this is why I really feeling it. And also to those elites who are working for Biafra, who are from Biafra and extract, and they cannot say that they are not seeing what has happened. But we thank you for what you're doing. So my question is very short and simple. So just as we are preparing the exodus now to get into Biafra, can Biafrans start registering their business under the government?
Yes, we are working on that. We are working on the registration of business. As a matter of fact, this issue has been discussed with our international attorney, and so we are working on that. Everything is going to be put in place. So yes, we are working on that, and that's why we say that very soon those collecting taxes for Nigeria will be on the run. We can't allow you to do that in Biafra land very soon. So it is a step-by-step thing. So yes, we are going to start that issuing, and that I think after the December 2nd restoration, we will start activate the tax collection in Biafra land and the registration of businesses. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, my PM. I'm Michuko Kitabima. Continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Rach and Fury, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, sir. Can I be heard now?
Yes, we can hear you. Over to you, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, my Honorable Minister of Information. It's a privilege. So my Prime Minister, the Biafra Egrara, Agbada Brururu, the Itiare Kondo, the Biafra Idudu to Nigeria. Idudu means fear to Nigeria. Sir, we're really humble. We thank you for the great work you are doing for us. We salute you for everything that you are doing. But before I will ask my small question, let me simply say you are the Egrara of a Biafra. This is how I would say. Watano wara doze me Biafra bele Nigeria na kafe woje be dozore gblara ye Simon ekpe gblara Watano wara doze me Biafra Nigeria kafe woje be dozore gblara ye Simon ekpe gblara yo. Egblara means thunder. You say you know they fear the children of Biafra. Why you they fear thunder when thunder strike? Simon Ekpa is thunder. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister. My small question is this. During the time of war, growing up in Delta State then, I realized that whenever there's crisis in the community, we the guys, we fall out of community. We know the day for turn again. We enter bush, you understand? So during this time of war, is there any avenue for our boys who likely when the terrorist army come into community and they want to fall into bush, is there any avenue to accept them to join probably the people's army? You understand, to do one or two to also advance the cause of the freedom? That is my
Yes.
question.
That is the provision for that. But when the time comes, we'll make it open. But everybody should know that we are not going to fight a conventional war with Nigeria, no matter how they try to drag us into it. We will fight this war our own way. We will fight them guerrilla warfare, asymmetric warfare, as the case may be, until they are gone, until none of them will remain in Biafra land, and we will set up our government. That is if the international community, if international community did not intervene on time. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, my Prime Minister. On a lighter note, Prime Minister, I have a wife for Adam, my daughter, my beautiful daughter. Her name is Rio. I will be the wife of Adam.
Are we going into agreement
Just
already?
3 years and 2 months.
All right, noted.
All right.
Noted. You know that Gowon was lamenting that he thanked God that Biafra did not go into guerrilla warfare. Oh my God! During that time, during the war, because he knows what was going on in the United States, in the U.S. Department of State, that the U.S. was turning to Biafra. But Ojukwu and his group did not know anything that was good because they have nobody to speak for them in the U.S. Those people they sent to speak for them in the U.S. collected money from the Nigerian government and betrayed the struggle, according to the story. So Gowon was aware because he has a representation in the U.S. And so he said he thanked God that Biafra did not go into, because if they have gone into guerrilla warfare, by now you will be a Biafra. You will be in a Biafra nation, not in Nigeria. But it is still not. God knows best. God knows that Simon Ekpa is going to come to this world, and Simon Ekpa will be the one that will get this Biafra at all costs. At all costs. And we are making this history together. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. EFCO.
Mazi,
EFCO, please.
Mazi, sorry.
Yeah.
Mazi, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you. Over to you.
Yes. I wanted to say something about the app they used to do that their Photoshop. Someone sent it to me, and I actually tried it. It worked. So, for Mama Ngozi Okoje-Iweala to react to such a post is more or less a divine arrangement to drag herself out, because she has been flying all over the world as an important personality from a very tiny region which they call dots, and yet she has a zero contribution to whatever that is going on in that very space. And only this drag her out. And they didn't drag her out with the name of Raf Wazirike or our leader Mazam Dekan, but with the name of Yobatobi. And you can imagine the miraculous view and retweet she had. So I believe her sleeping that night it may not be like other days. She will sleep and be smiling that yes, I have 2 million or over maybe 3 million people are following and they listen to me. So it is costly to our PM. And another great news this evening is that terrorists has taken over Nigerian's highest training camp in Katangora, Niger State. There are 3 major training camps in Nigeria: Zaria, Katangora, and Jaji. And today, Katangora has fallen. And the residents and the government officials are raising alarm. So where is the Nigerian mighty army to defend their base? Training camp in Katangora is taken over by terrorists. Thank you.
Thank you very much. They are looking for Simon Ekpa. Sonny, Honorable Sonny, can you, highlight it on this thing? I posted it.
Yeah, I was looking for it before now. So more and more are going to come down. That is why the Prime Minister is actually unveiling the Nigerian funeral. So we start celebrating their funeral from
And
now.
thank you very much. And as when we are on the funeral space, they are posting this for the very first time. We are just
Yeah,
having the funeral space. I don't know.
the largest, the largest, the largest. So it means Zaria and the Jaji is nothing.
I think the next we will hear is that the NDA, the Defense Academy, has been taken down, and we will now hear that the ASU Rock has been taken over, and
But
the drug lord has
Mazi
scampered
Sami,
into
have they
America.
not? I heard they have also taken over electricity in the north. The terrorists are taking electricity from them.
Oh my God. Nigeria for the year we celebrate. All right. FCO Kings, come up with your question, please.
Yes, so thank you, my ministers. Thank you, my information minister. Good evening, my Prime Minister, Meje Buago, Onyiro Sinodigonko. I call you the fourth man. Also, I call you the finisher. You know, the reason why they are after you is because they know that you know road, you know where you are going, and you know where you are leading us to. So that is the only reason why they are after you. And the promise that we are giving to them is that so we'll be laughing at them and we'll be rejoicing as they are picking the konkom. So my humble little question is, I know that the date of our convention is our declaration is 2nd December, but there was a post that you made. You mentioned on that post that it was on 3rd. So, but I don't know you are. I don't know the reason why you made it, but it's best known to you. So I want you to give us a little clarification on that. Thank you, sir.
Convention start on the 29th of November and end on the 3rd of December. Is that confusing?
Oh, okay, sir. I understand now, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, FCO, on this note, are you heading to Finland? Or your information is just for those that will be going?
Yes, I just want a kind of little clarification. So I'm still working myself out. If it works, then I will know.
Thank you. Mazio Okonkwo or 4042. Over to you.
Good evening, my PM. I hope I'm coming out clear.
They won't watching it, we can hear you.
I greet you, our information ministers. Thank you for everybody in this space. Our PM, I want to ask you if it's is there anyhow we can, Biafra government can create online banking, just like PISA and Levolut.
Mazio Okonkwo, hold on. Because this has already been taken care of. Where are you? PM, please address him with the Biafran Bank.
Yeah, we have yes, of course. No, his question is actually valid. We have the crypto, the Biafra coin, but then we are going to unveil the Biafra Bank, the exact thing you are looking for, where you can, online banking is on the way. So now I think that is coming. The team working on that. It will be done, alongside with the convention. So keep your finger crossed. The Biafra online banking is coming. It's going to be live. I think immediately after the restoration, after the declaration. So yes, your question is different from the Biafra coin. So this is a Biafra complete bank, online banking, where you can have your debit card. You can use debit card and buy anything anywhere in the world. So that Biafra bank is coming live after the declaration. Thank you.
Thank you, our PM.
You have another question, Mazio Okonkwo?
Actually, I don't have. That is.
As a matter of fact, we're working on the license and so just let it be that like that. We're working on the license already.
Okay, thank you, PM.
Thank you.
All right, we go to Biafra champion Buffalo. Over to you. Biafra champion Buffalo.
Yes, I am here. Good evening to you all. Good evening to my Honorable Prime Minister. Agujimbada Ucheze, one of Biafra land. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we
First
can
of
hear you.
all right. Let me first, before my question, if I am permitted, I want to encourage our Prime Minister with this very song. Ezobatobie, Ezamulo no bijide kwa kahiji. Ezobatobie, Ezamulo no bijide kwa kahiji. N'ụmụ Biafra na-ekwu na ọ dị anyị mma, Dragon jide kwa aka iji, maka na ndị ile kwere ụgwọ nọ na-eme na ndị ama ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme o. Ndị ilo Biafra ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme. British abata ụwa ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme. Ahmed ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme o. Ahmed ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme. Tinubu Ahmed ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme. Onye ori na-ebu ọgwụ ekwelu ụgwọ nọ na-eme. Thank you very much. Let me stop it here. My Honorable Prime Minister, Akamudinenu, I throw away my cap. The only question I want to ask you this evening is for the latecomers, for the benefit of the latecomers. You told us in time past that everything you said, everything you do, that you are going to stand anywhere in the world to defend it, and we should hold you responsible for whatever you are doing. Nobody should attach it to any other person, that you are equal to the tax. Are you still telling us today that you are still standing on that particular statement? Please, my Prime Minister, for the benefit of those U-turners, those turn-backers that
Have
have been
I
gallivanting,
have I deviated? I'm still the same
I
person.
trust you, my
I'm the same
PM.
thing.
Thank you very much. My last question, please. In time past, there was a time you told us that na anyị ebuteghị ike mbute, ike Pentecost. I begin to wonder whether part of what we are experiencing today is part of that ike mbute, or are you just showing us preamble? Are we just seeing a tip of iceberg?
This is preamble. I can get through. I can make kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. We are still in the
Hey,
preamble.
Odogu Kalilo Odogu. Elohim Goziagi. Akamudinenu. I salute you, sir. God bless you.
I promise you that Obinze will fall. That was my promise. Obinze will fall.
Thank you, PM. At this very point, if you have followed up event and you know that MNK was kidnapped, and then the Prime Minister came up, he revamped the ESN that MNK set up, which the DOS had sold out all the weapons that we had to one Nigeria and sent many of them to Amnesty and collected money. And the PM had to start from scratch and then took many bullets. Then you had his name as the spokesperson of Biafra. Before you had him as the leader of autopilot. You had him as a Berima. You had him as a criminal. You had him as a small boy. You had him as that boy in Finland. And then in 2023, you saw a government unveiled. And then you saw all the arms of the government. You now saw the Biafra Defense Forces unveiled, who stands to defend the territorial integrity and the existence of the Biafran people. And today you still see that same government engaging the congressmen in America and doing wonders all over the world. And the restoration date for the declaration of Biafra has been fixed for 2nd December. This is not time you should be asking, are you still sure you're not going to fall back by the wayside? No. What you should be thinking of is what can you give to him to finish the job? So please, I want Biafrans to be acting as people that have been following this liberation to this very time, not as people that are just coming in. Chinemerem, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Minister of Honorable Minister of Media and Communication. Thank you, our Prime Minister. I humble myself before you. Thank you so much for the great things you are doing. Pastor Van, I did not forget you, sir. I greet the house, I greet everybody, the listeners and honorables are in the house. Prime Minister, you said something this evening about if Ojugu have, or if Biafrans have trust people that
maybe that is representing them in U.S. as of 1970 when the war was 1967 when the war was ongoing. If they have people, Biafra could have come today. So it made me to remember one of our Twitter guy that I'm not seeing now. His name is the first shall be the last. He made a comment when we are having some kind of discussion earlier last year. Was that last year? So he said that maybe God knows something that God doesn't want Biafra to come as of that time, because if Biafra could have come that time, maybe Biafra could have been one of these corrupt countries of Africa. What do you say about this, my Prime Minister?
I don't understand your question. What is the question about?
Yeah, the question is, do you think that if Biafra have come since 1967 or 1970, could it be one of these corrupt African countries that we have today, or will we be? Are we going to be different if we have existed Nigeria as of that year?
Well, I believe that God knows the best. It was not the right time for Biafra to come. Biafra needed to know the importance of freedom. By that time, I don't think many people knows the importance of freedom. I don't know whether anybody knows what Ojukwu saw, which was the reason for the betrayal. Even today, it is happening, but at least the majority of Biafra and the entire world have come to understand the need for Biafra to stand as a nation. So that time, a lot of people don't know the importance of freedom, but today they know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. Thank you so much. I read the mic.
All right, thank you. We go to Obiora. Obiora Otu, over to you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My honorable PM, I just want to use this opportunity to say that I appreciate what you're doing, and that you're doing a very, very good job, because you're working through the ambit of law, and the battle suits you because you're so knowledgeable about what you're doing. Because I have to say the truth, I was skeptical sometime towards last year about it because of the preceding incident that occurred, people who came on board and didn't go through it through the legal means and the ambit of law as stipulated in the UN Charter and things like that. But you went through it, and you actually had a strategy, because that's the most important thing. If you want to succeed at anything you do in life, you must have a strategy, a structured strategy where you're going to work on. So, and I've been following, listening, watching what's going on, and there is one thing that resonated with me so much about this whole thing, because there is this famous quote that says that truth passes through three phases. The first phase of truth is that it is being ridiculed. It will be ridiculed. The second one is it will be violently opposed, and the third one it is accepted as being self-evident. The struggle started many years ago, which we all know that Ojukwu sowed the seed. But the way they went about it at that time was really wrong, because the laws were there or are still there on how to go about things that you want if you want to exit nation. Countries have exited nations. People have led the struggle. Wars has been fought violently, and no peaceful means to attain their freedom, because I feel it's either freedom or death comes to this. So, but what I'm saying is that what I want to say now is this: I just want everything that you are going to be doing and everybody that's going to be working with you, people, that must be based on one thing. It must be based on the principles of truth. It must be based on truth. Mind you, and you have to be forewarned. And I want to put it as a reminder to you as well, that you have to be forewarned. There are enemies within. You might probably not be conquered from outside. You might probably be conquered from inside. And if everything that you're going to be doing is built on nothing but truth, and everybody around you understand that it is either truth or you are out. If you're not in the boat to tell the truth, because I feel that the birth of Biafra is going to be a new civilization. It's going to be a birth of a new civilization, you know, because if at the end of the day, after all this fight, after all this struggle, after all these things we are doing, and we descend to the level of the state or the countries around us, which we are trying to, because for me, I think we're going to be a whole new example to what Africa, to what is possible in Africa. That should be the vision. So everybody that is on board, home or abroad, who is going to be part of the government, both in homeland and in exile, or who is going to be having a function or a responsibility to carry out, everything must be on truth. And for you to attain freedom, and for you to be successful, you have to be ruthless. You have to be ruthless. What I mean by being ruthless is this: whoever is not on the boat with you have to be thrown into the sea. But you have to be open and let people know this is what we are going to. This is what we are going to, so that everybody will know that yes, we are fighting. It's either we burn our boat and get where we're going to, or we perish there. So we're going to fight to the last. So what I'm trying to say, in essence, is this: I want to commend you wholeheartedly for what you're doing, because it's not an easy task. You've dedicated yourself to this, and I also want to implore you that you ensure that you are being guided by the truth and nothing but the truth, because God in his infinite mercy will always protect you when he sees that you are being guided by the truth. And that truth, what I mean is for the interest and the protection of the people that you are fighting for. This is not about you. This is not about you. So the people that you are fighting for must see the reason why, must see the reason to always back and support you, to know that you are fighting for their cause. Because if there is some kind of the level of secrecy and people begin to doubt or question, what he's doing, because there is a whole lot of propaganda mess, whatever it is going on. He's cashing out with people, he's cashing out with the stupid folks. I know that people will come up with different things. But I just want to encourage you, and I also want to forewarn you to be aware of people you surround yourself with, and to also be guided by the truth and nothing by the truth in anything you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, we are going to be example of what's possible. And given your level of exposure and where you've been and things like that, you know that we can achieve what we see in Europe. What we see in Europe where we are, we can achieve that in the homeland, and even better, because we've got the resources. We're intelligent people, we're entrepreneurial in nature, we're hardworking people. God has blessed us with everything that we need. So what the question now is, what are we going to do with what we have, or what God has blessed us with? So I want to encourage you to be guided by the truth. Select people who are ready to work for the people, and then God will guide us and protect us, and hopefully we'll get to where we want to go to.
Allow
Thank
the
you.
PM to respond to your thought. You have said so many things.
Yes, I want you to understand that those shouting about cashing out is what they have done in the Biafra struggle. I want you to look at where we started and where we are. These are people that were sitting in millions of dollars. There is no gun. There is no anything anywhere. It was just go out of the street, kill police, collect their gun. Nothing. Everybody know it. But we don't, the more the reason they are doing these things is so that we'll come and start talking. Everybody knows, if you have followed this struggle, you know what has happened in the past. But I'm not here for that. So those people that are shouting those nonsense are the people that were actually using the Biafra as a career. Today we have weapons, sophisticated weapons, and we have men. And we still need more. It is never enough. Even Ukraine is still looking for money to buy weapons. So our own is that with the little we have, we'll continue to buy and buy and buy to defend until we have our freedom and we have recognition. And then we'll continue to build our security and our military and our defense system. So defense is something that takes a lot of money. And of course, what they are trying to do is if somebody like me doesn't have iron skin, for example, they will do just like I've done every other person. They think that with that, I'm going to run and start hiding. I'm going to leave Biafra alone and Biafra struggle, and they run away because, they are attacking me, they are calling me names and all that. No. I knew that is going to be what they would do. And I was prepared. I came prepared. That's why If you are a woman, you come to leave your house and your husband and don't come to attack Ekpa, I will give it to you. I don't look that you are a woman, because if you come to attack me, it means your womanhood has been removed. I would just treat you like every other person. If you want to be gentle and respect yourself, I will respect you. This is a struggle that have taken human lives. I don't know whether you understand that. So anybody can say anything. It's not my business. What we are doing is in the public. There is nothing to hide. I don't hide anything except some agreement with notable people and government that I don't need to make public. But those who want me to make whatever we are dealing with them public, I make it public. This is a struggle for freedom, for Christ's sake. There is nothing to hide. We are not doing the thing that we say, oh, if I say it now, you go and block it. If you block it, it means that it never meant to work in the first place. So everything we are doing today is in the public. The only thing that is not in the public is something that has to do with security of our people, and of course, something that has to do with international security and contact. Then it's not going to be public. But anything that has to do with this Biafra, how to get Biafra, how to defend our land, it is in the public. We're not hiding it. So you judge by yourself. So anybody coming to say Simon Ekpa be open or Simon Ekpa, the person is not telling himself or herself truth. What open do you want me to be? You want me to tell you how I sleep and snore in my bed? Before you know I'm telling you the truth. I don't. If that's what you're expecting, my brother, you wait till that can come. But anything that has to do with this Biafra, you are going to have it. It is in the public domain. So you can judge if you have followed this particular space from the beginning, you can judge from what other people have done in the past and what we are doing today. And then you can be the judge. From that, if you are convinced, you join. If you don't convince, we'll wait for you somewhere where we'll use tax. We'll use taxation to barb your hair. Thank you for not supporting BF.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
PM.
Mm-hmm.
PM.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know we have at least best air defense system than Iran?
They don't have idea.
Israel went to Iran and came back with testimony. And Nigeria will come to us and and they go back with the lamentation.
They don't have idea. They don't have idea of that. They don't have idea.
Right. We go to Veteran Dragon.
Good evening. Yeah. Thank you, my Honorable Minister of Information, Mazi Akbarawa, Honorable Akbarawa. Thank you so much. And the Deputy Minister, Raphael, I salute you. I salute all the ministers on space. My Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, I salute you. I stand in attention and I salute you in the military way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't listen to your opening speech, so I will go back later to listen to what you said. There is something I want to mention. I've never shivered or worried or bothered either during the Civil War or now, but there was a time I really shivered in this struggle, and I want to mention it. That was when you said you were looking for 20 million votes. The thing really bothered me. I said, where are we going to get 20 million votes? I said, why didn't you ask for, since we were trying to match 4 million, why didn't you ask for 7 million, 8 million? You asked for 20 million votes. Hey, that thing really pushed me. I was very, very uncomfortable. But alas, at the end, we are having over 50 million votes, mandating you to go on and give us Biafra. 50 million votes. You really surprised me. You really surprised me. And I want to sing a song, which is a familiar song you've been singing. Let me just sing it because after you announced 50 million votes, I said, wow, you are too much. And God is with you. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụghị Simon, gịnị ka anyị ga-eme n'elu ụwa nke a? Gịnị ka anyị, ọ bụrụ na ọ bụghị Simon, gịnị ka anyị ga-eme n'elu ụwa nke a? Gịnị ka anyị ga-eme? My Prime Minister, I thank you. I can't ask you a question. What am I going to ask you? I am following everything you are doing. I'm listening to you. Now you have spoken to us. God will now give me grace. I can now sleep well. I even want, if you can be talking to us every day, I mean, that will be healing to my body. So thank you so much for what you are doing. We are with you. We are looking forward to December 2nd, when we are going to redeclare our sovereignty. And then we generate that document, which will be signed by delegates. The document that will become an instrument that Biafra has been redeclared. Thank you so much. Your template is touch-not. It's unbeatable. Nigeria is dead. The funeral is about to be conducted. We'll all be there to have the service of songs and finally bury Nigeria. Thank you so much for what you are doing for us.
Thank you, veteran. We go to Tosi. Tosi with Elon Musk's photo on your profile. Over to you.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening. I'm so honored to be here among the honorable men here. I have some few questions to ask as a young and vibrant Biafran citizen. I'm just 23, and I'm very interested in history stuff and all those things. So, though my question is nothing related to what has been discussed here or anything, but I have some few things bothering me, which I would like to be cleared of, like to know what is really happening and to know what I'm about to fight for, to know what the freedom is all about. Like, I've been watching so many news online, I've been following history all over the world, and Israel is one of the countries that are similar to what Nigeria is doing to Biafra people. Then, when I come across Biafran flag, seeing it standing next to Israel flag, it bothers me a lot. So I want to know what Biafra has in common with Israel. That's my first question. Please, if we should just pardon my manners or anywhere I start to ask the question, but I need to be clear about this to know what we are fighting for and to know what I'm fighting for too, because I need that freedom. I need it. And I can fight to the last drop of my blood to get it. You understand? So that's what I just want to know.
All right, you want to know the relation between Biafra and Israel. All right, so Biafra, in as much as I wouldn't want to go into religious teaching and cultural or origin. Biafra people are believed to be the Jews, the lost tribe of Israel, just like you have them in other parts of Africa as well. In Ethiopia, for example. Unfortunately, our Ethiopia has been recognized by Israel, and they even have free access to Israel. They can travel to Israel and all that. Our own has been meeting brick wall because of the Ishmael descendant in Nigeria that the British forcibly joined us together, which is the northern Usman Danfodio descendant, as you all know. They don't want to see anything in Israel, the history in the Bible. So it is reality. And that is the reason they hate you. So that's the reason why they don't want to see what you see going on today in the Middle East is something we are facing. So it is that connection, that blood connection, that covenant is what they are fighting. So when you see them going against you in Nigeria, hating you, it is just like that. It is a spiritual thing that is beyond your understanding. So they have no other reason to hate you other than the light that is shining in you as a Jew. Even though some people who is sitting there with you probably who are one Nigeria, once you have the spirit of one Nigeria, you will even be seeing somebody who is from the same village with you, who's supposed to be calling himself a Jew, will continue to fight you. Say, go and sit down, you're an idiot, which a Jew, go back to Israel now. Stuff like that. So it is a connection that we have and a covenant that we have. And then also our culture, for you to confirm that that is true, our culture is the same, our way of life is the same. And so we see ourselves as the descendant of the Jews. That is the connection we have. Of course, some people can give you more deeper explanation to the connection between us and Israel. So we are the Jews. That is a lost tribe of the Jews in the West Africa and of course in Nigeria. And like I said, we are not the only people that are the lost tribe of Judah or Israel. There are many of them across Africa. And if you don't know, when you hear Israel, when you hear what is in the Bible, it did not happen in the United States. The history of the Bible is in Africa. Egypt is in Africa. In case you don't know, because say you are 22 years. So Egypt is in Africa. So we are actually very close to God and to Jesus than any other people in America. I don't know whether you are aware of that.
Yeah, I'm aware.
All right. So just to give you a very brief one. So we see ourselves as Jews, and nobody should come and dispute who we are. That is who we are, and we accept that particular history. I accept it. I don't know about you, so you should respect my own opinion about myself. What I say about myself is what you should believe. Thank you.
Okay, I still have one
Go
more
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay. I heard what you say. My next question is, I believe that Israel is a friend to NATO, right? And Nigeria is also a friend to NATO. Then we are fighting a war against a NATO country. I think Biafra should either do the opposite, like forming up with other
Are you
parties.
are you asking a question or you are making a suggestion? Which one?
Okay, it's also a question and a suggestion. I'm just saying my mind. I'm just being clear. Like the thing has been bothering me for a long, which is I'm also interested in everything that you're doing. I've been following you. I've been doing everything. I've been following the history. So I just want to know, and I'm also putting out the suggestion. That's
All right. Your suggestion have been noted.
okay.
Is there another thing you want to say?
No, nothing much. It's just this.
Because you didn't ask question.
Okay, no problem. Nothing. I'm done.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tosin. We go to the next speaker.
But
We go to Comrade.
sorry, Minister,
Yes, sir.
Minister. Let's correct this impression. They will now say it happened in our space. Please, Nigeria is not a member of a NATO nation. Neither Nigeria is a member of a BRICS nation. So
Minister Success.
Nigeria is neither both of these.
I didn't even want to fuel anything from what this guy was
And
saying.
you should not make a mistake. We are ever vigilant. We know what happened to us in 67, 70, where Egypt and Russia, we are the helping hand Nigeria has in bombing our people. We cannot afford to make such mistakes again. So we are very, very vigilant. And according to the Prime Minister, follow him up. But Nigeria is not a NATO nation, neither a BRICS nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Success. Since you have decided to puncture the tire, I didn't want to respond to this guy because when he said he's of 22, and then he has been following up everything and this and that, and then the only question you wanted to hear or to ask is because you saw Biafra Defense Forces coming out with Biafra flag, and what Nigeria have told you, why should they carry Israel flag? But you did not come to ask, why did the Northern youth wave Russia flag? It is that of Biafra and Israel that they tell you, go and be looking for why they should come and ask. So we have to move on because at times when we expatiate on many things, we give credence to the enemies of Biafra. So, Comrade Udeka Emmanuel, over to you.
Thank you very much, my Prime Minister. Thank you very much, Minister for Information. My Prime Minister, God will bless you. God will bless you. You are the true disciple of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care what the Chinchi and the some people are saying about you. You are blessed, and God will continue to bless and protect you for us. You say,
Yeah.
I want to also thank God for the life of those who are paying the ultimate price, those men on ground who are loyal to you, who are listening to you. God will continue to bless and protect them in Jesus'
Amen.
name. My
Your network don't take light, oh. Comrade Emmanuel, your network don't take light, oh. We can't hear you anymore. All right, we go to the next speaker. When you return, you can take the mic again. Mr. Editor. Mr. Editor, over to you. Mr. Editor, are you there? Mr. Editor is not ready. We go to Ochuku Chinedum. Ochuku Chinedum. Not
Yeah,
ready?
hello, good evening.
Okay. There, we'll write on, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah, good evening, Prime Minister. Good evening, all the ministers on space. Please, I just have one question to ask, please. And I just want to thank our PM for protecting our land, for safeguarding everybody. We can have a lot of testimonies in different places. And also, we're happy that what our PM is doing. I just have one question because I've been hearing from a lot of people. They have been saying that they will not vote at all, and also I told them, I said if you don't vote, there's still the consequences you will encounter very soon. They said there would nothing go happen. As I was saying, okay, I'm going to ask PM if all these people that did not vote and their name is not on our database. After December 2nd, what will be their fate? Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you, sir.
everybody must not vote. You don't force people to vote. We don't need their vote. So those who don't want to vote don't need to vote. The majority, they say, carry their. What are we going to do with 1% vote, even if they are 20, when we have already over 50 million votes? We don't need everybody. So everybody must not vote. Thank you.
PM, I thought you were going to remind them that the drug lord president of Nigeria did not need everybody votes to become president of Nigeria.
That is even going too much. I don't have time to explain this kind of thing. So everybody must not vote. You can help me to elaborate more.
Ochuku, the drug lord, your drug lord president did not need the vote of the Biafran people to become the president of Nigeria. And when the amalgamation of what Nigeria was done, they did not need the consent of our fathers to bring us all together against our will. And as you hear of the elections of America that is coming, it is not everybody that will vote, but the election will still come to an end and the winner will be announced. So in Biafra, every man carries their own vote, and everyone have not agreed with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu from the beginning, not with the Prime Minister, and not even to the very last day that everybody will agree. So we must continue. One man, one vote. And the important thing is that the over 50 million has already endorsed what we needed. Mr. Editor, are you ready?
Prime Minister.
Yes.
Prime Minister,
Yes.
Prime Minister,
Yes.
please, I'm calling your attention on this news. It's very, very important. The news of terrorists taking over Nigeria military base. I mean, not base, training camp, and displaced 23 communities. Hear this. They call indigenous people of Biafra terrorists, and you see some Efulefu bought from obedient group to attack you, calling you a terrorist. You have to ask them or elaborate on this. Is there any community in Biafra land that is not inhabitable now? That is not inhabitable, that is controlled by terrorists. But here is 23, not villages, so 23 communities that surrounds the training depot of Nigerian army being controlled by terrorists. So this is what we're in a space, and people are journalists, international people are listening. We need to educate these people, because this one idiot that is attacking you now has also started attacking Nnamdi Kanu now. I saw his post now. So these are the people. This is what they want to achieve, to be able to enable their political wing or whatever they call it. So is there any community in Biafra land that is not inhabitable right now? But as I'm talking now, 23 communities around Katangura has been displaced.
Well, my happiness is that at least they announced this one, right? Because not all of them they announced now. So I commend the media, Zoo media. They are stepping up their game, at least for reporting about this. And so it's a very good start. As a matter of fact, one thing is that I don't normally delve into trying to debunk this and debunk that. I don't care about what they say about me, or like I've always said, I don't care whatever they say about me today. I am only interested in what they will say in the next 10 years, 5 years to come. That's all. I'm not interested in whatever they say today doesn't move me. They can call me anything, So I don't care what they say. So they can say anything, and I don't care. So the thing is that Biafra land is safe. That is my only business, is to make sure that our women and children are not getting killed like they are killing them in the north and the middle belt. That's all. So whatever they call me is their business. The truth is there. One thing about this whole thing is that no matter how no matter whatever you do, the truth is always there. The truth will always be there, for everybody to see. So I don't care what they say about me. That's the fact. There.
Thank you, PM. Thank you. Mr. Editor, are you there? Are you ready? Equity, are you ready?
Yeah,
Equity.
yeah, hey, Simon, are they here? Alpha. Um, so Simon, how you doing? Good to everybody. I think this is my second time engaging you. The last time I engaged you, I asked you some questions at was it on Tochi Space? I don't know if you remember. Um, can you hear me?
So, Mr. Oga, you are talking to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. They talk, how are you? How far? How far?
How are
You
you?
know
How
who
are
they
you
talk.
doing? How are you doing? Is he a bad question?
Bros, with the respect our Prime Minister, we know they
Uh,
say, how are you? How far? All those kind of jokes.
Hey,
I beg. Make
No,
us
no,
beg you.
Raphael, don't make it look like I'm insulting him. I've talked to him before. It's not my first time speaking to him. And the last time we spoke pretty fine, asking questions,
Equity, go
and he
straight to your
responded to me.
question. Go straight to your question, Equity, please.
All right, thank you, Simon. Yeah, I think my question is this. I know the last time I spoke to him, he assured me on how the Biafran Republic will take place December 2nd. And he also assured me that everything will take place. I asked him some question about the governors, the current governors, and he told me that everybody will be wiped off and the new government will take place. So I think one question I'm really like I've been looking forward to asking. I didn't ask him that the last time. I just want to know if he can tell me, like, what state. Because there's a rumor that people are saying, oh, Simon Ekpa is not an Igbo man, Simon Ekpa is not from the Middle East. And I keep telling them, like, it can't be.
So this is the only question you came to
Please
ask.
allow him.
Hey, unmute yourself. What state is my prime minister? Unmute yourself, Equity.
Allow him to finish
Okay.
asking.
Again, I'm not insulting it. Just since he's here, I think it's good to hear from the assist mouth. I'm not trying to do anything. But yeah, like I said, I think it would be nice for, even they don't want to say it, if you want to take your time to say, I think it would be nice for at least people know you already. You are not hiding yourself. You post your pictures and so I'm not like saying you're hiding yourself, but I think it would be nice for you to clear the hair on that particular part. So people should be able to say, okay, this is who Samuel Ekpa is. This is what part from
So what is the
Eastern
question?
party comes from. The question is like, what part of Biafran land are you from?
Are you a Biafran?
Yes, I'm a Biafran, yes.
Which part are you from?
I'm from Anambra State.
Which part of Anambra?
From Unubi.
What?
I'm from Unubi.
From Unubi. Is this your picture? Is this your picture on the profile?
This is not my picture on the profile.
Prime Minister.
There is no what is funny?
There's no place called Nubi. There's no place called Nubi. We have Nubi. Where is he coming from?
Yes,
there's no place called.
I know. Wait, hold on, success.
Success with PM don't they go there?
So is this your picture on the profile?
No, this is not my picture on the profile.
So why you don't have your picture on the profile?
I don't have any. I just feel to put my picture on the profile.
That have disqualified you from asking about my personal identity. You need to have your picture on the profile before you can qualify to ask me about myself.
Okay, so if I should put my profile picture here now, you will
answer my question. Put it. I will answer you. And
okay,
also,
hold on. Let me post my picture. Hold on. Let me post my picture.
And then also, Nubi is not in Anambra State. So which part of Anambra?
Nubi is not in Anambra State.
He said Nubi.
Nubi.
Okay.
Yes.
Which part of Nubi? Which village in Nubi?
I'll just tell you my village. What part they gave me?
Which village in Nubi? Nubi is just a place now. Which village in Nubi?
I just gave you my state. I told you my town. I don't want to go that deep. I'm not here to argue with you, so I just want you to explain and give this.
So change your picture.
I will post my picture. I will post my picture up here.
No. Put it in your profile. Is there any reason why you don't have your picture in your profile?
I've been using this picture for a very long time, so people just know my profile with this picture.
I am from India. Can you meet him, please?
Sorry, say that again. You say you're from where?
I am from India. Originally from India.
What part in India?
From New Delhi.
You say?
From New Delhi.
From New Delhi. Okay. Okay.
All
New Delhi is a state. We are in New Delhi.
You don't need to. I have given you my state and my country. So
no, we are in New Delhi now. At least
that should be enough. Is my privacy.
You're very funny guy. All right, no problem. Well, anyway, I'll be looking forward to your. I'll be looking forward to. No. I'll be looking forward. Simon, hold on.
Block this guy. Remove this
I'm from Nubi. Where you live?
Let us continue, I beg. You can go and check my village in
when he started with his nonsense, the way he just started talking casually and nonsensically, I knew that he was just a useless human being.
I know him from the head, from the big head.
It's not a Biafran. It's a Fonja. It's not a Biafran. Okay. This web. Let's see if this web is another of their folks. This web over to you.
Very well.
You have proven me bad.
Very well. My Prime Minister. Simon Ekpa. ekperima na-apịagbu ndị iro adaghị gasị na ukoro mmụọ ekene m honorable ministers in the house, all protocol duly observed. My prime minister, I want to ask question though. In a way, it may not relate to the topic here, Nigeria funeral, but in a way, it will relate to that because as we are hoping for our app, I want to ask if we are thinking of integrating our Ejema into the platform so that it will people that are using it will have easy access to it. And also, if you have to make maybe if there is a premium on it, to buy that premium, you use our Ejema. So using that, this one now will be like a suggestion. Using that, we make the Ejema for people to adopt it. That everyone that is into that platform will be using it. Or even if you have a payment, if you have reached for monetization, you will be paid with a Gemma. So it will help the Gemma to circulate too much and people to adopt it easily. This one is a suggestion.
Yes, thank
So,
you.
but my question is,
Yes,
are you looking into that
your
angle?
suggestion is noted, and that will become possible when the Biafra Bank will start. Of course, now it is all about integrating the Biafra coin into the platform, which is going to happen at the end of the day. But for now, we want to push the platform to the public as soon as possible, and then integration of this Ejema will follow. Is a process that is already in progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another thing which we also in line with the Gemma is the Gemma, are we planning or are you looking at having a blockchain of Biafra, maybe a blockchain, because every cryptocurrency have its own some that are coin have their own blockchain. So our own
You
is
said
a
some. You
is
said
a
some.
real
You
correct.
said some. So not all. So
Yes,
for
yes.
now we are using something that we feel will favor the Biafra people the most, and then also to have control over our value, over the value of the coin. It's very important that it stay the way it is now to make it a stable coin. You know how they control the value of the money and all that in different countries. So we don't want our people to lose money. So that money, the coin now is a stable coin. And so the blockchain is something that will come later on, when either after we have gain a recognition and have our own denomination recognized globally, then we can go into blockchain. For now, we want something that is going to favor our people that are using the Biafra coin, and that's why it is the way it is now, and it is a stable coin. So blockchain may come later on.
No. I sign out, sir.
No.
This before you sign out, I see that you are crypto inclined, so please follow our Real Biafran Coin Twitter handle and try to be part of our lecture room where you lecture Biafrans more on the crypto so that they will know how to key into the Gemma and the Biafran coin. Thank you. We go to Mr. J. Mr. J, over to you.
Yeah, greetings, Eza Batanobi, my Prime Minister, sir. I am very much honored to to speak to you, to say hi, and I would love when I'm done for you to say hi to me too, because it's definitely gonna be one of my best nights so far. Over the years, I've been following your activity and follow everything you do, one step after the other. So it's my first time speaking to you all this while.
Greetings from here.
So thank you. I'm so much honored. Thank you so very much. I just want to. I always pray for you in every of our spaces whenever we gather. I always, just like all of us are doing, We are solidly behind you from whatever parts and corners we are in the world trying to survive, and we are placed here for this purpose that we're doing. So I don't have much to say, just to say that we know that you are already prepared for the journey and this job that you are doing for us. So we are solidly behind you in whatever little strength and unanimous strength that we can gather financially in whichever form. So we appreciate you and thank you so very much. So what I'm trying to I would just have to say here is that this the enemies you already told us, the propagandists that are going to unleash, they are already here. But the good thing is you've prepared us ahead of time and we're engaging them massively. The only thing I have to tell you is that leave them for us. We are here. We are matching them one step after another. We are not giving them a breathing space. I have some of my comrades here that will always get a master key and a whole lot of them. We are not giving them we don't have to give them validation here. And we don't want you personally to come into this. You have grown beyond these people. They have nothing left. So we are here. The job remaining now in all this online propagandists is now left for us. So I thank you so very much. Just like this afternoon, we were on a program. One of our sister here, she's in this space. I think her name is Zuju or stuff. And she got emotional when she got to the other space. She got scared. You know, all of us here who can remember what just happened. So I also have to give her from my own quarter, from all the experience I've gotten so far, to stay strong. And at the end of every day, everybody becomes strong. And I didn't even know that you're going to come this evening to address us and give us that strength that we ever needed again. So we appreciate you for everything you're doing. But before, the only question it's not a question. I just wanted to make a comment on the what happened recently. The one of the so-called senator that molested I know a boat driver. So in my question there, one of the comment section, I told them, you people that were asking about the cause of insecurity in our region. So if one of these so-called decision makers can make such a statement, imagine. So who is the asking about the cause of insecurity? If the people that were supposed to protect the people are the ones making such threat, so who are then the cause of insecurity? We'll ask no more questions. So I would love you to make a comment on that. Thank you very much. I'll put my mic down here.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question and comment you made. And let me make it very clear that these are the people who have enforced the disappearance of our people. You hear what he said? He said he will make the guy disappear and nobody will do anything. Do you know how many Biafrans that have disappeared under IPOB Nigeria? Thousands have disappeared under IPOB Nigeria as a result of, and what the worst part is that the people that are helping them to enforce this disappearance are those who claim to be the leadership in the IPOB Nigeria Limited, because they know those who actually are genuine, especially those that were in the defunct ESN. They point them their hand, they give their number, and they look for them how to capture them, and they capture them and kill them. In the beginning of this whole thing, you know what they did? When we started in the beginning, they will point finger, and when they get killed, the Nigeria security criminals and terrorists will forward the video to them, and they will share. They will be the first people to share the video on social media. Look at them. They have captured this one. He's working for Ekperima. He's working for Ekperima. Look, they have killed him. That's what they have done to people who were working for them. Only because these people have seen that these guys have used them. And many of their colleagues have died right in their own front. And when they decided to listen to Simon Ekpa, they become a target for elimination. Because they thought that they can use everybody and then say, okay, now it's time for Nigeria, and everybody will follow. Okay, it's now time to vote. Everybody will go and vote. Okay, let us use them to fight for political, do political thuggery. Okay, everybody will go. These guys refused. And that's the only crime they committed. So they point them, tell the Nigeria DSS where they are, including a Ejiofor who was bringing them in their house for easy slaughter. They brought Gentle to a Ejiofor house and mastermind the killing of Gentle and the other person, and the other commander, burn him, inside the Jofor car, compensated the Jofor with 50 million naira. Everybody knows that. You know that they bought a Jofor car of 2 million naira or 500,000. They compensated the Jofor with 50 million. Now ask yourself, did the Jofor pay money to the family of this guy? The answer is no. Ask yourself, did the court in Nigeria awarded money to this guy family? The answer is no. But the Jofor collected 50 million. You know, I made a exposition that time. So it is very, very important that everybody know what has happened and what is going on. You know, this is what I have to say. The point is that this guy who claimed to be a honorable, like I said, is a dishonorable man. They are the source of the insecurity in Biafra land, and we are engaging them. You know, a lot of people are expecting us to go and start, you know, do all these people are canon. We are coming there, but not yet. We have a lot of tasks to do, and we cannot be distracted and not follow our template. Our main target is those they are sending to enforce this disappearance, carrying gun in the name of terrorist police and terrorist army. This is our target, not them yet. Because by the time we cut those wings, it will be easy for Biafrans to deal with these criminals who call themselves honorable members. Thank you. The time is coming.
Yeah, the last thing I have to say before I yield now is those are the new recruiters that have influx of the social media. You know, when they started attacking you after they have failed with Obi. But the funny thing is, the so-called IPOB Nigeria, they were, behind them. They were, kind of, they have found a new voice they are going to use to attack you and attack our government. But little did they know that these young guys are going to come after them this evening, just like our brother right will say. These same people have turned again, and they are now attacking, including Mazin and Kano in their dirty fight. So, so these guys have now lost in and out. Thank you, everyone. I have to keep my mic down here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, it is not like they have lost. They were never supporting Mazin Amdekano. Mazin Amdekano knows that he has non-entities and criminals around him. That was why he was looking for 100 men. How can you have thousands of people and you are looking for 100 men? You think he don't know what he was doing? He knows. But their anger was that he brought Simon Ekpa from the back door. Have you not listened to them on social media? Oh, Simon Ekpa is not a member. Oh, he's not a member of IPOB. Oh, yeah. But when Ejiofor was killing the ESN commander, Mazin Amdekano ordered me to go and make broadcast, not them. They did not make the broadcast. It was me. And that time he was not kidnapped yet. He was still a free man. It was just a few days before he was kidnapped. So by that time, they were already burning and planned their kidnapping of Martin Amdekan. So, they are not moved by all this, what you see on social media. They never like what Martin Amdekan is doing. But any day Martin Amdekan begin to support Nigeria now, hey, they are now going to be for him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, P. Mazi Anakonam, are you there? It's your turn to pick the mic. Mazi Anakonam.
Yeah. Good evening, my PM. How about you? I drop my cap.
No.
I salute you, Mazi Abarawa, Minister of Information, and the Pastor Van Van Van. I greet all Biafrans. My Prime Minister, sir, Biafrans can never thank you enough for what you have been doing for us Biafrans. Without you, I don't know what will be what will be our cause today. My happiness is that you and your bridge are building bridges. In fact, the whole world is shaking to the extent that today somebody, I'm speaking from Ghana. A Ghanaian approached me and says that he is coming to Biafra. I asked him, why? What do you say? He said, I will take him to Biafra I said, why are you saying this? He told me that he's listening to the news that a nation is coming from Africa, which is Biafra. So that is to say that message is sinking, is going everywhere. So I thank you for that. I have one question. The one question is just last time you told us that we have seen it, that the Biafran app, Freedom app, is complete. And you say that we will launch it in October. And I want to ask, is it not possible again for launching of the app? Because what the attack our people are experiencing in X handle is too much. So I'm asking about when are you going to launch the app? So since the October is about to end, so that is my question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The app is already, the launching of the app is that the app must be on the app first, and that's the place where we are now. So as soon as the app has been approved and on the Play Store, on the Apple Store, then the app will be launched, and then we can begin to add more other functional features to it. For now, it is ready, and we are just waiting for the approval. Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Okay, we go to Valentine. Valentine, over to you.
Good evening, PM. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all the ministers. Ekene m onye ọbụla, asị m ka onye chi ya zelu ụmụ Chineke nke onye ọbụla anọ na Chineke chebe anyị. Biko PM, ife m chọrọ onwe m ofu question m chọrọ ịjụ, then nwezia comment. Question first bụ, anyị nwabụ ndị Biafra nọ in diaspora, onwego any means emelụ anyị ga-eji wee mee ụmụaka anyị integrate na database Biafra? Yanwa bụ the question nwere. Nke ọzọzi bụ comment. Prime Minister, biko o nwere etu esikwu ndị IPOB Nigeria Limited na-akọ mgbe ọbụla sị that boy nọ Finland, biko remain that boy nọ Finland ma na-emekwa ife ị na-eme ka ị ghara ichenji ite okenye mebeji aka okenye. Remain that boy nọ na Finland, welụkwa aka that boy iji emefaya na-emefaya na anyị kwụrụ n'azụ. Thank you, PM.
Ndewo. Ana m eje dị ikpe aja sef. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, PM.
So aga m ekpe aja join ya. So like ka ọ bụrụ ọsọsọ boy nọ Finland, no boyoyo. I will talk to boyoyo. So the integration of kids of Biafra is already in the in Biafra administration, BSA, Biafra Security Administration. So that is the reason we have the family application for Biafra ID card. So your children can also apply for ID card. It is there. So those things have been, taken care of. Thank you.
Biko PM, biko somebody share that link. Biko achọrọ m ịkpọba afọ obodo anyị nọ, all African country kwa here inwe ike ijizi idea malụ side
If you
ọbụ.
just there is no way you can be part of this movement and you are in our address Biafra ID card. Don't you know or have contact to your liaison officer in your country or the people in the media? So anytime you call, it's there. The link has been shared everywhere. Biafra Security Administration. It's actually on Google.
Thank you.
Thank you. Machine gone to a gunfight. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Good evening, my PM. It is very beautiful. This stupid guy, Chidi, how he made everything so popular. You know how it is in Nigeria. You try to minimize your data. So I've never been on this space, and now I never knew it would be this interesting. So he made me to switch to this page, to this space. When all these things started, it was just like a joke. I thought it was just a Twitter thing, online thing, desperate thing. Until the Christmas, I went in December. I went back to the east to my side. Then my coordinator, he just started the story. They are always interested about, are you following Simon or are you following the DOS? So I was just laughing. I thought it was just a joke. We thought it was just Twitter things. I never knew it even got to the homeland, to the ground floor. Where is Chimaroke? He said no longer Chimaroke. Wow, following Simon Ekpa. Ha. This year again, I saw my coordinator again. He started the same topic. He asked me to come to their meeting and all of this. So one day I went to their meeting and I only found 3 persons there. 3% plus me, therefore. Everybody have left. I noticed, and in their meeting, they are only discussing, these guys are not discussing Biafra anymore. It was just so boring. They were only discussing Simon. Simon said this. Simon said that. This is what you're going to do. Simon is a criminal. Everybody have Everybody have left the movement. Because then we were the small boys that were the secretaries. I saw someone say he's 23. I'm 24. We were the small boys in Alba that joined the movement. Some other time I was with him again because when I came back, I always visited around there. I was with him and I was just discussing something I wanted to propose. That was why I asked me to come to a meeting. I wanted to propose to the movement. And then someone was just passing. He said someone was just passing and got attracted and came to our back and was watching because of the discussion of the name Simon. Whenever you mention the name Simon, people want to listen. This is what is happening in the homeland in Aba. People want to listen. So after a while, the man should be like 50 something, but he's agile and tall. He called me by the side and he excused him and called me by the side and said, "Who do you think that what is your heart telling you? Who do you support?" So you don't really know who to trust and their mindset. I was like twisting words and saying, Simon is, if not because of Simon, Nnamdi Kanu would have been dealt with. If not because of him, the movement would have been dead and all this thing. But I was still trying to see where the man is coming from, to know which party he is. He told me, listen, I am a full supporter of Simon. That his first oath was in IPOB, his last oath now is in the Liberation Army. Autopilot for life, that this is where he will die. So the man looked into my eyes to see if I will waver, if I will shake, so that he will know either he can go deeper with me or stay alive. So I looked at him as a strong man, and he was just calm and quiet and continued. I have been in the bush for more than this and that. I just came out and he was narrating stories to me. The next, my coordinator saw the story and he then came to the front and wanted to interrupt us. When the man left, he said, "You see, stop following that man. I know that is what he's telling you." My PM, you are putting so much fear in Aba here. I don't know if someone is recording me, but in Aba here, the army is so afraid. There are at least the list of the checkpoints here. I wouldn't know if there are more than 4. And the one at the junctions, the army, even at this fake announcement of sit at home, the army will keep distancing the machines and keke. They will distance them. They will distance them today. Tomorrow you'll be coming back to go and enter your bike. You will see that the distance have increased an extent and have increased another extent. The barricade.
That will not save them. That will not save those terrorists. It will never save them. They will remember them.
It is a pity. It is a pity that they will use this human shield, my PM. They use this human shield because if anything happens there, you see, they know what they are doing because if anything happens there, and the ordinary civilian will be touched, and that's where we live. You see, and when they want to pursue you, they will use this their baton and hit the keke person's glass or break your tire, so they do instill fear in you to move back. Thank you, my PM. we are seeing you. We here we don't talk. We don't need to talk too much because we are powerless and we don't want anybody to harm us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Aba have been taken by the Biafra government. There is nobody's in Aba, no criminals elements are not there. The remaining one will be taken care of. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. We go to Hello Biafra. Hello Biafra. Are you ready? You're not ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, fire on, please.
Hello, Honorable Prime Minister. I greet everyone. Indeed, it is a very lovely day for me. This is my first time, you know, having been given the opportunity to speak on this platform. So I just want to thank. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
we can hear
yes,
you.
yes. So I just want to express my sincere happiness. Do you know how excited we young people are, especially those in the Afanjalan? When I'm walking on the streets, I'll just remember that I've not checked my Prime Minister's page to see any update on any woto woto. So I just want to encourage him for what he's doing. And I want to tell him that he's doing well and God will protect him for us. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
well,
much. Thank you very much.
yeah, well, we come to Amos. Amos 3, verse 3. Amos 3, verse 3. Are you there? Amos 3, verse 3. You're not ready. Win, over to you.
Yes,
Amos, are you ready?
yes,
All right, right.
yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Amos, right on, right on.
Good, good evening, everyone in the house.
There, well.
And good evening, Prime Minister. In fact, I'm so excited for being here tonight because this is my first time to join a space with Prime Minister.
Thank you. Do you still want to support Prime Minister even when he is from India?
No, I have never even once said that maybe you're from anywhere or something because I've been following you since 2001, and I know who you are. I know what you are doing. So because actually I'm in Afonja land, but I'll be follow
Okay, so
all
you
what you
don't
are doing.
so you
I
don't
know
mind even if I'm from New Delhi in India.
I'm not even believe that maybe you are in India or whatever. No,
Okay. All right, thank you.
no. So actually, what I hear for is that I'm only Gide guy, but I'm living in Ibadan here from Benue State. So and then I'm fully support of what you are doing since 2021. So what I'm here to say is that I think Igede is going to be part of Biafra. So we are fully support.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Win, over to you.
Yes. Good evening, my able Prime Minister. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All
Right
right.
on.
Thank you. Good evening, my able Prime Minister, and good evening, my Minister of Information and Deputy. My Prime Minister, I have two questions, and one is just to appreciate you for what you did concerning our brother. For those who were born in Onasata, in Obiagu, we used to call him Bariwamba. Ja, ja, ja. The terrorists shot him more than 7 bullets and then dropped his body on the van. Thank you so much for the action you took. Today, sit at home was massively complied in former Enugu State. I want to thank you so much for all you have been doing to our people, especially in this old Enugu State. I say, may God Almighty bless you. Now, my second question is, we know Europe as one of the most, law-abiding, countries. My question is, we have identified some people who are laying threats, calling you out, calling Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa criminal, this and that. My question is there any lawsuit that can be, followed up against them while they are in Europe? Some of them, we know their address in Europe there. Is
As a
there
matter,
any?
as a matter of fact, one is open. One is case is open, and so, but I will not discuss it here. And he knows himself. So, and I have pressed charges against him, where he was making video and calling me terrorist. So he should go and prove how Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. The case is on, and the police has opened a very strong case against him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. Because I remember when our leader Martin said that our men have turned into gossip people. Some of our men, as now wine they have now turned to women gossip everywhere. I want you to please do this for me. Show some of them example on how it's being done. Thank you so
No,
much.
this one will definitely be used as an example. Yeah, I can never ever. They even asked me for if I agreed to have a settlement. I said no. Let him go to court and prove how I'm a terrorist, because he has to prove that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Freedom, freedom born, freedom bound. Over to you, freedom bound.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I don't the verse already since
I
everybody,
beg, why you? Take some more
uh,
water. Cool down.
everybody has been talking since. My hand don't they pay me. Hey, good evening, PM. Good evening, everybody. All protocols.
Raphael, this person that you put the face that look like what is that horror movie? That baby where they kill people. What is the name again?
Yo, that
Chucky, Chucky.
Chucky. Can you
go, go,
remove?
go.
Can you remove this Chucky, please, from the screen?
Before PM go the dream rubbish this night.
Before I go river, go push up there.
Should I continue?
Yes, continue.
Thank you, Brad. I don't even know what to say. My hand don't they pay me, but I don't know whether there will be enough time because there's a lot of things to say. First of all, greeting is not enough. We Biafrans, there's one thing about us that anytime we see, like Onyendu normally say, anytime we see the truth, we don't find it difficult to identify with it. So I was one of the, let me say, the pioneers of IPOB in the heart of darkness. So a lot of things transpired, and even before our PM took the mantle, I've already saw some things, and I say no, 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 no. This is not it, and I just have to recuse myself like Bita Nyako. So IPOB was not formed by Onyendu to get Biafra. Let me put that one straight. A lot of people shouting IPOB carrying flag. They don't know what IPOB is. I do, as in that most of them don't know. So for security purpose, some of us veterans, pioneers, we keep quiet. First of all, the intention of forming IPOB, that is why Onyendu registered it. Because, okay, just imagine, our PM doesn't need to go and be registering Biafra anywhere. Now, you don't register government. Government is recognized. They are registering IPOB because IPOB was an organization with an aim of sensitization, not a government. And the time of sensitization has passed. Do we need to go and be registering Biafra now? We don't register countries now. They only recognize countries as an entity. So a lot of things transpired, especially, let me not take your time. Some other time I will be giving some information that it's not meant for public consumption because here it's recorded. 2016. Are you listening, everyone?
We can hear you.
Yes,
Throw your
2015.
question. Just
Okay.
like you said a lot of time.
Yes.
So throw your question to the PM. Let him
My
address.
question, what do I want to ask him? I don't want to ask him anything. My question is that why can't he appoint me to be attending to all these foolish questions that they used to ask him? When the other idiot said that he promised him that Biafra will come. Who told you that Biafra will come in on the second? Yeah, I don't understand. Onyendu, please, some of these questions appoint me to be attending to them. I have a lot of things to tell them. The Ofe man don't have sense. The hatred, sometimes the problem we have as Biafrans is that we always believe that until we offend somebody before somebody will hate me. No, I don't need to offend you to hate me. Once you see the light and it doesn't concur with your darkness, you should hate me. I'm not surprised of hating me now. Will you like what is not the same thing with you? So we are not the same. So let me just quickly say something about Ojukwu and Biafra one and all that. Chukwu Okike Abiama can never allow Ojukwu to get Biafra. Should I tell you why? Had it been Ojukwu got Biafra during 1967 to 1970, there wouldn't be any difference between us and Nigeria till today. I tell you the truth. Ojukwu was a member of Scottish Grand Lodge. They didn't kill him. They took him to Africa. They say he fled. Ojukwu did not run away. They preserved their member and they brought him back and celebrated him by Shagari. And they convinced him to go and join politics. That was what they wanted to do to Onyendu. Onyendu was very wise. He had already read all these things. He studied Nigeria. He said he studied Nigeria for more than 19 years. So they are promising him 2027. They will still promise our PM everything, oil well that is in our land, though, not oil well in Zamfara or Kafanchan. So the issue is that I don't have anything to ask him. He should be doing what he's doing, but he should appoint me to be attending to some foolish questions. He's asking where he's coming from. Where did Prolashaw come from? Where does he know where Prolashaw come from? The house they built the house they used to do the amalgamation. Has he gone there to ask the people that built the house where they come from? Is he there in Korabas? You should go there and ask who built this house. Why has Nigeria government not renovated it? Let's renovate it and die now. So I just thank God. So what I just want to tell our PM is that Yoruba say he should not stop. Kò stop because there's one day that one stupid guy posted that he says this lover, what did he call his nonsense name? That they have perfected plan to bring our PM back. My wife did not eat. I was telling her, please, this man, be person where they bring back like that. This man leg don't long. He has already knew what he was going to fight before he started. They can't forget this thing they are saying up to today. He said they have perfected plan. They will soon bring him back. These people are useless. What is bringing PM back has to do with banditry taking over everywhere. You think they are killing soldiers? They are handing over equipment to them to come to our land. They will borrow money with our resources. They will be paying the loan with the thing in our land. They will carry the equipment, go and give the bandits to come. They are fighting the same agenda now. Because if they succeed, it is the same politician that will still preside over them because they are illiterates. So what do you expect? They should go and be killing them. I have a Yoruba friend. He says, soldier boy, don't run away. Many of them don't run, come back. One of them has joined DSS. Now, he's even one of the people that went to go and raid that idiot to home. The one that worked in CBN. What is his name? That is carrying Bible up and down like idiot. You think we are foolish? We want to support idiot? We can't. We can't support anybody that have backbited and have dealt with us. When the hand catch you now, we are not foolish now. We are not in the Yoruba now. What do they call him? The one that changed the naira to different color now. The money is rubbish, different color. So, Emefiele, yes. They used to call us Emefiele. During that time, they were calling all the Igbos in Lagos Emefiele. Emefiele. That time, he became an Igbo man, Emefiele. Like Joe Ibokwe. He's now fighting with his wife. They will still deal with him. Don't worry, he doesn't know who he's dealing with. So, Ojukwu was fighting Biafra. Some of his commanders were Yorubas. Okay, what type of Yoruba could you have been managing had he been that man succeeded? The same Yoruba today, just imagine the problem we're having now is Yoruba. Yoruba hate us more than Hausa. We do business with the Hausas. Hausa are good people. Even our fathers that used to go to the north to buy some, like all this egusi and all that, they used to tell us so many stories about Hausa. Hausa has been decimated today by the Fulani.
One of the achievements of Onyendu is to make us know difference between Fulani and Hausa. Today they can come out open and say they are Fulani group. When we were small, we used to hear Hausa stroke. That stroke must be there. And now stroke are today. Hausa stroke Fulani. They can never say Hausa before, or they can never say Fulani distinctive. They always say Hausa stroke Fulani. Even when they want to talk about the three major tribes, Igbo, Hausa stroke Fulani, and Yoruba. That's what they used to say. But today, Onyendu has been able to make us know that there is a Fulani that invaded Nigeria. So somebody cannot just come here and take time and be saying, well, and what has it? Are you blind, Oga? Are you blind? So Nnamdi Kanu did not have any intention of using IPOB to get. There was no template. And I go and ask them now. The one that is in code to be like one carpenter where they near me, where they call pastor in suit when they way say be Chike Doziem. Okay, I asked somebody, can Chike Doziem stand in even in that ordinary Chatham House where politicians they bribe their way go? Can Chike Doziem address a Chatham House? What will he say? Chike Doziem is a businessman. He's not a diplomat. He's not a politician. Who does he know? Which person's contact does Chike Doziem have? Has Chike Doziem taking picture with the president of Finland? Even Ghanaian president does not know Chike Doziem. So what document did Onyendu hand over to Chike Doziem? Which document? Call him now. Let him bring the what is the blueprint of that Biafra that Chike Doziem is fighting? Once in a month, he will come and post something. The way they appear, you know that Onyendu did not give them any clue. He used them for sensitization. They should dissolve into the government. I don't understand this. They are fighting tooth and nail for Onyendu not to come out so that the money in Germany will not be accounted for. I don't understand why people are so blind. IPOB was termed the richest freedom fighting organization. Do you know how much we have invested in these people? I just wish I could just see one of them. They know me, but when they see me, they will know me. Thank God today we've gone far. Some of them they're asking of achievement. I will list them. If they want me to list, I will list achievement of Simon Ekpa. I can list some that I can remember. At least Simon Ekpa has been able to distance Onyendu's family from Biafra because we are not fighting to be kitchen cleaners or mopping houses in Nnamdi Kanu's compound. We are fighting for a government. So for the fact that their brother is being used does not make it that we are now going to join their family and bear their surname. That has been settled. One of the brother, Emmanuel, he knows me in person. We used to go to Abuja during 2015. That Onyendu was in Kirikiri. So today, as you people can see, the government is now distinct. Even Nnamdi Kanu is part of the government too. So the family should be part of the government. So the issue of IPOB, go and call Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother to ask him something rubbish. Shebi today, Darlington is Nigerian police. If that type of person see person for checking port, waiting be your future. 2016, we mobilized, contributed money. We went to Nkpo. That Nkpo massacre that you always talk about, I was one of them in front.
You see? Now
You know what?
ask yourself, if you have died.
That is what I want to ask you, PM. Had it been I was there, will I be talking to you now? I will be in the grave thinking that they have gotten it. I don't know that nothing is good. Oga, we went to Nkpo in 2016. I left my house, left my business, sponsored some people. We went to Ekpa. They say we wanted to do 30th May. Could you believe that money was budgeted for the security arm? Security we no carry stick. We the answer security. Could you believe that when we got to Anambra that midnight, they already knew we were coming. Nigeria Army already knew. They kept us in a church. Nigerian Army came there. Uchemefo knew. He knew what was going on. All of them, all the useless DOS, they wanted to massacre us and send pictures.
And
They
he's the one now shouting how people are killing Biafra. He's the one now shouting. He's the one after orchestrating the death of many Biafra.
These people were using pictures of massacred innocent people to even gain ground in their country of residence. I tell you, most of them use IPOB to even complete their documents where they are living. Some of them were jobless. I tell you the fact. Some of them doesn't have what they were doing. That is why every time they're already online talking on radio. What type of radio is that? The radio was for sensitization. Okay, what later happened to radio when Onyendu said that Simon Ekpa should be handed the radio Biafra to? What later happened? They knew the truth was coming. they barricaded the radio. They were thinking, before you go and build this one, where would you want to see money? Because of the way Onyendu suffer from shortwave before it could come to FM and all that. They were thinking it's going to take you that time. That was what they calculated. They was thinking before you could come and talk where people can hear you, but they've forgotten. God does things in mysterious ways. Who knew Simon Ekpa was in Finland? Who knew him? Who knew? As in, when he started, I was just, because I've already left thinking that all hope was lost. So when he started, I don't even need much conviction because we're in the game already. So the changes was there. Some of them, I went to them and told them that, do you see these guys coming now? So we're saying different things. I lay low. I was very, very quiet because I knew that what Onyendu was saying has happened. He said there's always 3 plans. Those that come close, like coming close is you want to come and register and put your name, you are coming to meeting, paying dues. That is, you come close. Then he would, during the time of COC, what the coordinator for all coordinators. We know that time now. That time we have different offices. So Mio in Spain, useless people, politicians, working like the one where they say we've on, we're saying be celebrity, freedom fighter. I don't understand where that English was coming from. These people did not even have intention of freedom. They were looking for popularity. They were looking for connection. To reach the level of the level of Simon. They were looking for connection to reach the level of Simon that Simon has already passed. Who is a politician who has worked with politicians of high-ranking offices in the world. And they are still also using our own blood to gain influence, to become close to politicians. Like the ones ranting in video last night. He said he's a senator. The ordinary senator that if you go to London, you go fly bus, Danfo, now you go enter for London. Danfo, you go start standing. Nobody go carry on with a special motor. You enter standing. Saw that they are red bus in London. He's here now wearing senator, making noise. Somebody who cannot even defend himself. And yeah, the same way they call them, they can't no criminal.
Yeah,
And
all
still was
right.
a small boy.
Yeah, all right. Minister Sonny, I will have 3 minutes more to go.
Okay. Oh.
Freedom, you have to drop your mic. You have spoken a lot. Let's take
Thank you.
maybe two more hands. Thank you.
And I want to use this opportunity to thank Biafrans in Enugu for, closing down today. The killers, we are not convinced that they have captured the killer. All these shenanigans, we're not convinced with that. We are going to still deal with them. So, and like you all know, when I make promise to Biafra people to fight for justice, I will go to the hole to make sure that justice is served. So these killers of Biafrans in Enugu will continue to hunt them until we are satisfied. Thank you.
Anayo, use your 1 minute very well, please. Anayo Paul.
Good evening, sir. Prime Minister, good evening, sir. Ekele m eji m ohere a na-achịrị anyị nọ ha ma ihe na-eme lọdụ anyị reo. Anyị budo ụlọ na ma ihe na-arụ. Lekele shine. Chukwu jisike. Chineke ga-enyere aka. Anyị emeghe ndị iro. N'imelu arụ ha. Ebe m na-efuru uwe nyasị. Anyị merụrụ ha. O nwere ịgbarịwa nwoke bụ ibu. Jisike nna m. Anyị na-ekele Chuike. Lord, people we they play the show. Kia budo ta confuse the anybody. You will remember I know how. Fear of prime minister is the beginning of wisdom. Like Kandu Nigeriano. Behan Ghana Holly to Evu Guru Halamo. The Remne Fuo. I nekele Chuike. Dalonam. Thank you, sir.
You say, thank you, Anayo. At least they can confirm now that Prime Minister has his brother in New Delhi in India now.
If from Karachi, this one is from Karachi.
Okay, from Karachi. Okay.
Kerala.
Okay, Danny, over to you. 1 minute, please.
Yes, greetings, Biafrans. I greet my honorable Prime Minister.
I want to. I just want to give a suggestion concerning this our second December declaration. I would like Biafrans to have a kind of advert, maybe like YouTube advert, where we can explain our past and then, sorry, and explain where we are going. I believe it will make a lot of sense, and it will help many people who don't know about our struggle to be more aware of
It
it.
is not. It is not something that the government alone will do. Everybody is open to do that. We have people doing that already. So if you have any idea or something to do, bring it on. If you need the help of the media team, send it to them. And so this is not something that everybody's hand is on deck. So we are doing that already.
Oh,
But if you have specific thing you think you can do it and then push it to the media. Thank you.
wait, this is my suggestion. If the media team will kind of give us a short story, how it's supposed to be, and then
I am telling you
we
now
can.
that you have a story. If you have an idea that you want to bring, which you are bringing already, go and do the short story, send it to the media, and they will push it out there. I will share it too.
What I'm talking about is YouTube advert. Like if you're watching a movie on YouTube, the advert will just pop up. That's
And I'm
is what
telling
I'm
you
talking
I'm
about.
telling you now to do that advert and send it to us so we can share it.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I think we've come to an end of this space. We have had a lot of people listening, almost up to 2,000 now. We have 1,700 people listening. And so I thank you, all Biafrans, for listening to this space. I will be trying to be coming regularly as soon as I have a little space and a little time to come and inform you what is going on. But believe me, the Nigeria terrorist state will be very, very shocked in our what we're going to do in our convention, because even those who have who they have used in the past will be part of us at the end of the day, because Biafra is the only solution to the insecurity that you have, to the terrorism, upsurge of terrorists in the Sahel and beyond. Biafra will end it because the interest is in Biafra. That is the only interest. So we need to stop them by making sure that Biafra become an independent state. I thank you all for listening this evening. May God bless all of you. And may God bless the Biafra government. May God bless all of you, the cabinet, ministers, head of department. May God bless the Biafra Defense Forces. I pray for strength. Tomorrow, we are waiting for another confrontation with the terrorist state of Nigeria. They have planned to come and attack Biafra Defense Forces in Biafra land tomorrow, and we're waiting for them. The order has been given to make sure that none of them go back alive. So if you are part of those who will be dispatched to come to Biafra land tomorrow, please tell your people you are coming with to come with body bags. You can never go back. You are coming to kill Biafrans. We know you are coming tomorrow, and we're waiting for all of you. Agakunu woto woto. God bless everyone. From here, from me, is good evening.